name is Jonel.
I'm Deswayne.
You sure? Why'd you hesitate?
Your
Your voice also quivered a little bit.
That's why.
Yeah. You okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think so.
No. Look at me. Are you really okay?
No, I'm not. No, I'm okay.
All right.
How are you?
I'm not too bad. You know, the weather is decent. It's nice. It's warm, but like rainy kind of.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like you don't really want to be outside, but when you are outside, you're like, oh, it's like really nice. Because it's like pretty hot when it's not actively raining.
Yeah. To me, rain makes me want to like just be inside and just be sad.
To me, I feel like I associate, like in the fall, I associate October with rain.
Really?
Yeah, because I think about like years, even like as a kid, I feel like Halloween was always like rainy here.
Yes.
Like we're not parts of Canada where it's like snow, but
All
like
the time.
it was always like chilly and like rainy. So many Halloweens. I just associate like,
Yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, it's just like the rainy month. Anyways, that it is what it is, but the weather's been beautiful. I've been in decent spirits. How are your spirits been?
Haunted.
Perfect answer. Perfect answer. I do have a question for you.
Okay.
And, you know, okay, you know what? Before I address you and all your little friends,
Okay.
aka people who like to come for me, let me ask this question. Because, like, I feel like it's a very valid question. Hold on. What does the inside of a coochie feel like to men?
Oh my God. Okay.
Well, hold on. Before we get your your rendition, this was a tweet, obviously, and this girl tweeted it very, you know. And when I saw the tweet, I was like, I'm a little curious too, you know. But the response from another woman, so I don't know if this is even accurate, but she said, "My ex told me to pull my cheeks in and push my tongue back and forth in my mouth. He said that's how it feels." Tess is doing it right now. But another tweet response said, "Please tell me why I squeeze my butt cheeks and suck my tongue out before realizing which cheeks you were talking about." But yeah, so I went like...
That's not really what it feels like.
No?
No. I can understand what he's trying to say.
I heard that well, it's a she who said that.
No,
oh, well,
yeah.
the guy. Yeah, I heard that, like, the tissue of the inside of your cheek is similar to the inside of the vagina, with the exception, I know, like, vaginas are, like, ribbed, kind of. So it's, like, a more textured version of your mouth, which I'd be like, oh, that makes sense why guys like head, because it's, like...
So a girl tweeted...
The girl tweeted...
What does the inside of a vagina
feel? She said,
feel?
what do the inside of a coochie feel like to men? I'm curious.
The same thing it feels like to women?
Right, but I think she is likely straight or has not felt it. Also, I feel like
She's never touched her own vagina?
No, I think she means, like, you know, the penis.
Oh. Okay.
And hey, listen... Now, not every woman masturbates, okay?
No, I just feel like if you're curious about what your body part feels like, just
That's true.
touch it.
But sometimes you're like, ew.
That's what it feels like to us sometimes too. Ew. They feel different.
That's just like saying, have you ever wondered what the inside of a butthole feels like?
Yeah.
So then do you just touch yours?
When I wondered what it felt like, yes.
You just stuck a finger up there?
Not up there, but yeah.
So that's... I said the hole, not the...
I know what you're talking about.
Sphincter.
I know what
not
you're
the
talking
opening. About. Okay, so?
I've also pinched my penis so I can watch the hole open when I was a kid. The little pee-pee hole. Because I was just like, it's a hole.
Honestly, can I tell you what I think about when I think of men's pee holes? Sorry, the way that sentence started was wild. You remember the movie Bruno by Sacha Baron Cohen?
Never seen it.
The guy who plays Borat.
Okay.
He had one called Bruno.
Okay.
And there was a scene. Keep in mind, I'm in like the theater, like way. I don't remember how long ago it came out, but definitely I was underage, right? So I don't know how I got into the movie with my friends. But there was a scene where like this guy was just, it was like techno fucking house music, and he's just whipping his dick around, and then the dick like stops and the pee hole goes Bruno, and it just
That's what you picture?
Well, yeah, because I had never seen a pee hole before in my life. Yeah, and
have you seen like, imagine a fish, right, with no eyes and just the mouth,
and it just so cool.
Yeah, that's what I've always pictured my pee hole to look like. Yeah,
I don't know know, something about men's pee holes just makes me uncomfortable. And I think it's because I think of like the process of like putting like a catheter, you know, and like guys who like that sensation of shit up there just for fun. I'm like, it's so tiny. Don't do that. I can't know, even thinking about it. It's so gross.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But anyways, vaginas.
They feel different. Everybody's vagina feels different. You're like, it's weird to
see. Okay, sorry to interrupt. I get that. It's like everyone's like a unique snowflake, right? But like,
seriously,
they all feel different. They
like,
don't feel. I feel like they have to be very similar.
I have never been in a vagina. I'm like, oh yeah, this feels like so and so. What the? No.
What do you mean?
Like the vagina, like everybody feels different to me.
So like, if you were blindfolded and like no sense of smell or nothing, you can't be like, oh, like this smells like so and so. Okay. Right. So like no senses. Yeah. You can't even hear anything. Okay. You can't hear how they breathe. Yeah. You're just a dick.
if you give me
and someone was to sit on your lap.
Yes.
Erect.
Yes.
You could be like, if this is someone that you've had sex with a couple times, you could be like, oh, this is.
Yes. Yes.
Really?
Yes. Raw dog.
Because I don't think. Yeah. I don't. Ew. I don't think girls can do that.
Yes, of course you can. You can talk to a girl and be like, okay.
You have a guy who's like, oh, like, I don't know. I feel like women could identify a dick more so with like their hands than
their vagina.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Like, because I was like, put a dick in a girl's mouth. She can be like, oh, yep, this is so and so.
Yeah, I feel like even the mouth would be better than like a vagina. I don't know. Maybe just my vagina.
I'm not. I don't want to laugh as hard as I want to laugh.
My vagina is like closed for business.
Yeah.
Kind of like I was gonna say something, but it's insensitive.
Kind of like my eyesight.
No. Rest in peace, Liz.
Oh, would you just call her?
Oh, Queen Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'm sorry. Oh my God.
At least I didn't. Okay.
No, still. Who are you to short form her name? You don't know her like that.
Okay, Mr. Lizzie's in a box. Yeah.
It's catchy. I like they're all so in sync. That's unity. I like that.
If you guys don't know what we were referring to, there's what was it? It was some sort of like Dublin like football game. Yeah. And these Irishmen were chanting "Lizzie's in a box," which is horrible. Horrible. I'm not like particular about like the royal family, but I think like I don't know, like the day it happened, I remember I was actually watching like some coverage on the news, and I was also on my computer like watching like a live stream on Twitch about it, and like there were people like dancing in front of the fucking gates and shit, and it's just like, she's still a human. Like, you don't need to celebrate someone's death, you know?
Some people I can understand in terms of if it really affected you and your life and your family. Maybe certain decisions she's made really affected them and generate whatever.
Yeah.
But to me, it doesn't make a difference. It's like if when Trump was in office and, you know, he passed away, there would be people river dancing in front of the White House.
Yeah.
So it's just, you know, what's important to you and what happened to you.
I think there's a way to be like, I'm not mourning this person, but I recognize someone lost their life.
No, they will dance and chant.
Lizzie's in a box. My God. I saw that and I was like, ooh. But also, like, I get it.
The only thing,
Irish, but like,
the only thing I thought about when she passed away was, I hope they release Vibes from prison.
What does she have to do with that?
So, because of his sentencing and everything, pretty much the only one who can be like, all right, guys.
Oh, really?
Is the queen. Yeah.
Well,
so
now the king.
Yeah. So he's been waiting all this time for that reason.
He's been waiting for her to die?
No. Oh. For her to like.
Potentially release?
Yeah.
You think she even understands his music?
It's not about his music. It's about his case.
This violent black man?
Oh my God.
This violent.
Yeah.
Hard R?
So he even said it in an interview, like, at this point, the only person that literally can save him is the queen.
Let's be honest. Is he really in jail, or does he just check in every now and then?
Honestly.
This man is not in jail. He uses the damn Underground Railroad to get out of
You know what? I wouldn't doubt that.
He comes out with new music every other day.
They said
he does not have a good enough recording studio in that jail. And even still, if you are convicted of murder, you're not supposed to be recording
You're
music.
not supposed to be. However, because of who he is,
corruption,
and the money he makes, they're like, okay, we understand this is your family's financial support. Without that, they have absolutely nothing.
That's the point. Don't commit crimes, so then you
but
can
they
continue
can't prove that he did it.
So then why is he in jail then if they can't
because
prove it?
It's alleged that he did it.
All I'm saying is, if you're a criminal, you shouldn't be able to
do
make
anything.
Music. Keep in mind, I like his music. I'm not
for sure,
but I'm just saying it's not adding up.
His label has said that if he, God forbid, passes away today, he has music for the next 20, 30 years.
I believe that.
That's
he
insane.
Has so many songs that come out all the time.
Insane.
And I'm just like, how have you? I think he makes more music now that he's quote unquote.
That's what everybody's
up.
been saying. Every week is a new song.
Every day, every other day. I'm telling you. I'm surprised. Yeah. I'm sure one dropped today. We're just
no, yesterday.
Are you joking?
No, I'm being serious. It pops up on YouTube.
I don't follow him like that.
Yeah. I don't listen to them anymore because it's just so much to keep up with.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
I stopped trying to keep up with the latest dance hall and soca. I'm like, when I hear it,
doesn't make sense. Exactly.
And if I like it, I like it. But
if I don't, I don't.
Yeah. I can't be like, what's the latest? Yeah. I can't. But yeah, sorry, vaginas. I don't know how we keep getting distracted.
Yeah, it's usually warm.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to stop you again there. Usually?
Yeah.
In what world would a vagina of someone who's alive be cold?
Not necessarily cold, but sometimes not as warm as you would think it is.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but I'm just like, why not? It's literally the interior of your body.
Don't ask me. I don't know. Not my vagina anymore.
Go inside there and you're like, oh,
it's quite brisk in here.
There's a little draft.
Obviously, there's different. I don't want to say sizes. Well, there are different sizes, but
there are. But the average vagina, I think we spoke about this, is about 4 inches deep. But obviously, when a woman gets aroused, it becomes
more elastic,
Yeah, so technically bigger, but it's because she's aroused, so it's
it's
looser. There's more lubricant. There's more whatever.
I actually have a video of a girl with a big vagina, physically fat,
vulva. A big vulva.
Whatever you want to call it.
So the vagina is the inside part, sweetheart.
I can't.
The vagina is the inside part. So as a vagina connoisseur, I'm letting you know that you should probably know this.
No, I don't know the parts of a chicken, but I fuck that up same ways.
You know at least the basics.
Did you
wings,
know that?
You know the breast.
The wing is technically not called a wing.
You know
the beak?
The foot.
Oh, chicken foot.
Claw. The claw?
The claw? It's a foot.
Yeah. I forgot the word.
Oh, no, I can't show you another girl's vagina.
Wait, this is someone you know or a porn thing?
Somebody that sent me a video of them taking a shower.
Oh, and it's
she's taking a shower. She's lathering?
Yeah.
Lathering herself. And she's moving the camera, and then she gets down to her vagina, and you're like, whoa!
How is she lathering herself and holding the camera?
Who are you asking? Ask her. I don't know. I was just looking at the video.
I would just when you just
it's a really big vagina, though. You can physically grab it and hold it.
Vulva. You're talking about the outside part, the lips and the upper.
Man, she spread them lips, and it was big.
Yeah, but you can't see up inside her vagina.
Hey. Hey.
You're like, I saw her heart beating through there.
You see what I'm saying? I saw what she ate, all of that.
Oh. That one made me uncomfortable for some reason.
Yeah, it's mostly.
So you can feel when one is a little more widespread.
Yes.
Than one that is a little more narrow.
Yes.
Because that happens.
Even from like you said, from they get aroused. Mm-hmm. It now starts to take shape. Let's say.
I feel like it, if anything, starts to lose more shape because.
Well, takes the shape it's supposed to be.
I think. Okay. Sure, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I'm just saying it's all acceptable.
No, for sure. Like, I'll still.
But I don't think. I don't know. I feel like it's not healthy to be in a aroused state all the time.
I don't know, man. There's some girls I've spoken to, and it's like, chill, bro. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, like I feel like your vagina, it just needs to relax sometimes.
Oh,
like
God.
let her breathe.
More than breathe. Let her have some, prayer and just take time for herself, please.
Tell her to join me at the nunnery.
This is my, just bare.
Oh God, I don't know what you're looking for, and it's making me nervous.
I'm trying to find the vagina, but.
Okay, well, while you're trying to do that, you're supposed to be describing me.
It's not in this phone.
Yeah, but like, what's the feeling? Like, how do you describe it to someone who's never felt one?
It feels like sponge cake.
I don't like that.
I don't know what to tell you.
Because it's also wet, like it's moist.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd hope. If it's not, is it like sandpapery?
It's...
Because, I mean, there's always going to be natural lubrication a little bit, but if it's not enough, I feel like it's,
It's not enjoyable.
No. It's like rubbing your dick across, like, carpet.
Yeah.
Like you get, like, a rug burn or some shit.
Well, it's the same way you guys feel when, like, you're not turned on and the guy's trying to play with your vagina. You're just like, ugh, just stop.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it like goes both ways. Because if she's not aroused, it's not comfortable for her and not comfortable for the guy.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
You're having flashbacks?
Traumatizing.
Yeah, but like... Okay. So, is the cheek thing the best comparison? Like, I actually want to know this. You're not really giving me much.
Not with the tongue. Because, like, I don't stick my dick in fruits and stuff. So, it's hard to say.
You don't?
No, I've thought about it.
You've never done the grapefruit?
No, I've thought about it, but that's weird.
You seem like a grapefruit guy.
That seems like...
You seem like a...
Why are you wasting food?
Once. But you don't eat grapefruit. You wouldn't eat it anyway.
And I wouldn't buy it. If it was in my house because I ate it, then maybe one day when I'm like...
I have grapefruit sometimes. If I ever have one that I'm like not going to eat, I'll be like, hey, go to town.
Go fuck this grapefruit.
Yeah, like at your own home though.
No. Like
don't do it here.
Like the apple, like even the whole like sock thing, masturbating with it, like that's weird to me.
Isn't the whole point of that to like catch the...
You can't ask me.
The baby batter?
I catch it on my hand, so I don't know. Sometimes I let it hit my stomach and just...
Your eye.
Roll over and go to sleep.
Corner of your mouth.
Corner of my lip. Yep.
Yeah.
It's warm.
Have you ever wondered like what a dick feels like going into a vagina? Like as a man, like you don't have that.
I think it feels like I don't have words, but like like the deeper it goes, you're like, like I don't know. I told you I don't have words. It's just, I just feel like something is being inserted in you and like you kind of have to wait for the person to stop. So the deeper it goes, it's just like, you know when you're getting a needle and they poke it in, but for some reason you're like, it's still going and you're just like,
worse than a needle for sure, I would think.
Yeah,
like it's
yeah,
bigger
for sure.
Than a needle.
For sure. You said I would think. Wouldn't you know, Joe?
No.
Do you see the predicaments you put yourself in?
No, because first of all, you didn't have to call me out like that. You could have just let it slide. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying I would think because like I'm literally imagining like a needle. And like
you've had a needle.
The thing is, right, but I don't like needles. According to you, I'm a virgin.
Yeah.
And you know what? Okay, so now I'm gonna address it.
Okay.
Because Des is spilling the tea on those of you who are behind the scenes talking to him about what was it?
You said on the trip you lost because you were saying you lost your voice. Mm-hmm. So you're like, on the trip I lost my, and then you kept talking. I was like, oh, I thought you were gonna say like you lost your virginity, and then that's when we got into it. And a lot of people agreed with me. They thought that's where you're going with this.
Yeah, you little shits.
They're not little shits. They
are little shits.
It doesn't make sense.
Guys, I'm not actually a virgin, okay?
That didn't sound too convincing.
How am I supposed to... Yeah, I fuck. Like, I can't even say that with a straight face.
No.
I don't, but... Here's here's the thing. I realize that like I probably come across very contradictory, but like it's not.
No, not at all.
Cause like I don't know how to describe it.
One guy at work asked me, and
he asked you what?
About you.
I'm a virgin?
He was like, "Oh, Joe sounds nice. Why don't you hook me up with her?" And I was like, there are things that you like that they're not necessarily on her to-do list.
Oh my God, fuck off, Des.
No, for real, because they're like that. The person's like a rabbit. Like, relax. Yeah, and I know you'd be like, no, and he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, it's not necessarily like a main priority of hers.
Okay, fuck off. No, I'm done with you. Because I'm like, okay, maybe he has my best interest, but like you can actually fuck right off. Yeah. No, you really.
No, but not in a bad way.
Yeah.
No, for real. Not in a bad way. I was saying it because I know where his head is at. Mm-hmm. And why would I do that to you? That doesn't make sense. You want me to try and hook you up with somebody for you to trust me, to be like, Des knows the type of people I like, and he's just trying to get to know you so he can fuck?
But he listens to the podcast and is
he's heard a couple, because I listen to it. So when I'm at work, like I'll sit in a certain area and like I play it out loud sometimes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, and anyone who listens would not hit me up
exactly.
That way.
Yeah.
But like also stop. Okay.
I'm helping you. No, I'm keeping them away from me.
No, I'm not talking about him. I just mean in general.
Okay.
Stop painting me.
You're doing it.
No, I'm not.
You said
you are
I think.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think that, because for some people, needles are bad. Myself, I've run out of a fucking clinic when I was a child into the parking lot like a crazy person because I'm that afraid of needles.
No, I understand. I used to cry my eyes out like a psychopath.
Right, so that's why I said I think, like it's subjective. But like, you didn't have to call me out like that. You know,
if I didn't, somebody would have. And they would have said it to me, and I would have told you next week. And
no, you wouldn't. You would have wrote them back.
I would have.
Yeah,
I said the same thing.
You guys had a nice laugh, and then maybe you would have brought it up to me like 3 weeks later.
Possibly.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, somebody actually said this, and I.
I think.
Oh my goodness! Listen, you guys don't know, okay?
But it's very welcoming. Vaginas are very welcoming.
Not mine, apparently. Speaking of welcoming vaginas, have you heard of vabbing?
No.
Do you want to take a crack at what it is? I mean, it includes vaginas, and the word is vabbing.
I'm thinking of vaping, and the two shouldn't go together. So.
No, not vaping. Want to take another guess?
It's two vaginas doing something together.
No, so. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should try vabbing because, it's apparently a thing that helps attract the opposite sex when you take a little bit of the juices from your vagina, and just like when you're putting on perfume, you just dab it on like
so you
the
smell like
your neck, but like just a little bit, because it's like the pheromones allegedly attract the opposite sex.
Not if your vagina doesn't smell good.
I mean, that's very true. But it's supposed to be like a very subtle thing, but like, ooh, like what is that smell?
My pussy.
Like I'm so attracted to her, and like, yeah. First of all, I would never. Ew.
That's like.
It's me to walk around like pussy juice.
Like you want me to take my ball sweat and dab it on?
I think that would actually turn women off.
Yeah.
Like I mean, actually no. Some women would probably like that.
And some men would, yeah. Well,
I think it would attract more men than
no,
women.
For sure, because they're weird.
Yeah,
fucking
men are gross.
Disgusting.
Like a man to like dab his fucking ball sweat. But that's the thing. Like it's different though, because that's sweat. Like we're talking about like actual juices that come out of the vagina, not the sweat. Like
Oh, like my semen. You want me to?
Well, no, just like I don't know.
Pre-cum. That's the only two I got.
No, I'm talking about the female equivalent. Like women have fucking excretions and discharge and shit. I know that word is disgusting, but
so
like
disgusting.
it is what discharge doesn't have to be like fucking like you need to get checked discharge.
I know,
it's just like
but it's just the word itself.
I know it is a very disgusting word because you think of like the worst possible thing.
The worst.
I know, me too.
Absolute worst.
Okay, now we need to change the subject because it's just in my head.
All I see. Oh God.
But what would you do if you found out like a woman was vabbing?
Somebody that I know that I talk to.
Yeah, like what if I was like, yeah, like I've been doing it for the last like 3 weeks, and
I'd be like, ooh, maybe. I would think you need help, and I would think you're at a desperate point, and I would need to gather with some friends of ours. Yeah, and we need to figure this out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've gathered here today. Like an intervention.
Yes. No, but we need to talk first before we come to you because.
Well, most interventions you have to be on the same page as the other people who are intervening, and then you sit the person down. Right?
I don't see that part. I just see when they're all together. I'm like,
no, well, I mean,
look at everybody.
They have to have a plan to get together, right? So it means they've had to have some sort of conversation.
I actually don't even think we'd have an intervention. We just have to like put you somewhere.
You guys would literally just cuss me out and be like, "Yo, what the fuck are you doing?" Yeah. Like an intervention is like, "Okay, sweetheart,
it's crazy.
It's gentle. It's like, oh, like what's going on?" But like, you
if
guys wouldn't do that.
And two other people that I'm thinking of, I feel like I would be the nicer one. There's one for sure that's just gonna straight cuss you for sure, and then that's gonna make me feel bad and be like, well, he's not wrong.
Let's make it clear, I would never vow.
No, I couldn't see you touching your vagina unless you're showering.
Thank you for at least putting that in.
Yeah, no problem.
I appreciate that, but fuck off. You would 100% paint this picture of me.
I would actually like.
Who knows? Maybe I'd be down to.
I would
whatever with your friend. I don't know.
You couldn't even say.
I was gonna say down to fuck, and I'm like, and I was like, whatever.
Down to talk, maybe. No, not your type at all.
Most people aren't.
I would like one day for us to come here, you be in a good mood and be like, guess what? I masturbated.
Oh, probably. I never say never, but like, don't hold it.
I know. No, I wouldn't. I might like buy you a gift or something.
No. I would sooner be like, oh, I had like the greatest sex last night, than be like, I fucking masturbated.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's not my thing.
No, I know.
Like,
but even the sex thing, it's kind of.
Fuck off.
I'd rather you say you watched like porn, you got into it, but you didn't masturbate. No.
That's even less than.
That's more than the masturbate, but less than the sex.
I'm trying to think if it's more or less than the masturbating. Porn. Okay, let's put it just above masturbating.
Yeah.
I told you I have tried it and it just wasn't for me.
Well, that makes sense.
I wasn't like, oh my god, ow, but but I was just
like,
stop. It's like you're doing it to yourself, sweetheart. No, it just wasn't for me, and that's all. It's not like I'm like, oh, I hate fucking the idea of touching it. It's just like it just didn't.
No, you're not the only one I've ever heard this from. I just stopped talking to those people. You're the only one I still talk to. That's all.
Piss off. Why? I'm not saying anything bad about it. I think
not at all.
Healthy.
It is,
and it is wonderful, especially for women because we need to explore our bodies.
Yeah,
but
you guys need to figure it out.
It's just like it didn't. Literally, if I did it, it would be exploring. It would be a fucking expedition with notes, scientific. No, because it wouldn't be arousing for me. So I would literally just be down there to experiment shit. And it like, then it's just like, what am I doing here? What are we doing? Is this a fucking case study?
And
like,
we're done.
Like, okay, how long?
Wash my hand. Yeah.
Well, you should always wash your, especially before, for women, always wash your hands. Because you
should
put
clip your nails and stuff.
Yeah.
That's very important. Men don't know that. So just get in there.
Oh, God. Especially when men have the fucking dirty fingernails. They're like, let me. And you're like,
I wish they could see that. Because that was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Is it?
Like, that's what you did.
I didn't do all this.
You did this.
I turned my finger and I...
Why do you turn your finger?
Because your natural way to put your hand in is this way.
No.
Why? This isn't... Do you know what these bones do when you turn your hand like that? Like the bones actually twist. Have you ever seen a fucking skeleton? It's crazy.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, so this is like neutral, and when you do this, the bones twist in your fucking
Yeah, but Joe, look at me. I'm facing you. If you're laying down, I'm not gonna finger you this way.
Oh, sorry, just all my fucking exes? No, I'm joking.
You literally like this. Like,
I wish they could see what you're doing. I'm just saying, I feel like a neutral position. Forget finger. Neutral position for hands, right? If I tell you to reach your hand out, you're just gonna go like
yes,
this.
For sure.
That's the neutral, like palm.
You're
down.
not wrong. Palm down.
Right.
Yes.
So when I was doing my fucking fake demonstration just now. I went palm down and I'm like, no, that's not how you finger. And I turned so my hand was palm up. That's all. God. I'm not saying you're flipping it in the vagina.
I was concerned.
Oh, you thought you flip it in the vagina? No.
Because you did this. And I'm like, oh my God, no wonder you don't touch yourself.
Oh, no. I meant flip before you go in.
Yeah.
And then you got to do the come hither.
Oh, God. Yeah. Please don't do that again. Oh,
Is that not what
that looks
do?
like it hurts.
That's what people do, though.
I don't think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, actually, that's how you hit the G-spot.
Yeah, but the way you're doing it, I don't think that... Like, can you be, like, more gentle, please? It is a work of art down there. You got to use the thumb, too.
Yeah, but not for the G-spot. That's
for the clit.
Clitoris.
While you're trying to...
You look like you're, like, stroking a goatee.
Oh, I do.
The vagina goatee?
Sometimes I do it and I'm just like chilling.
No, like literally if you had done that same motion on your chin. Yeah, you see? That's weird. That's not how you should finger someone. Like you're fucking stroking your beard hair.
Well. That's all I got as well.
And don't get at me for not knowing how to fucking finger someone.
No, it's understandable.
I literally finger no one.
Nobody.
Not even myself.
Exactly.
So
that makes sense. You're right.
How would I know?
I was just scared when you went palm down and
then, no.
That was terrifying.
This was like I'm reaching for the vagina and then I go in.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing a fucking 180.
That's like a girl being like, yeah, so I grabbed this guy's dick. Whoa. Why are you grabbing his dick like that?
Some guys like it rough. You just Don't tell them what I just did. Don't, please. If you care about me as a friend.
The face you made is what made... That was pretty
Is
funny.
that not how to do it?
No.
No? Is it true that when, like, a girl, like, jerks off a guy, it's not as good as when a guy does it himself?
It's not.
Because, like, you guys, like, okay, you don't have vaginas, you have mouths, but you usually can't, like, reach it yourself. So it's like, when someone else does it, it's different. But, like, when it's something that you're used to doing yourself, like, masturbating all the time, and someone's like, let me come jack you off, it's like... I've heard it's usually never as good as when you do it yourself. I think that most of the thrill is that like someone else is touching your dick, so you're excited, but like you're like, yeah, I could do without this.
100%.
Unless you're one of those few people where like hand jobs are your thing and you love that and you love other people doing it.
Yeah, if you're like, but, like 12.
No, we've legit had a conversation about this, about the YouTuber who spoke about it on his was it a podcast? I think it was actually a video. And he was talking about the fact that he likes dry hand jobs because he likes the friction and like he likes when women do that.
Like people are weird. Everybody likes something different, and I'm convinced nothing is out the window.
Legit opposite for you. But the thing is, I understand.
Like I don't mind like if you pull my dick out and you just start going, I'm not gonna be like ow ow. Like okay, cool.
Well, I mean, if it hurts, then please.
But if you wanna, you know. That wouldn't
But you
hurt.
don't want a little. You want a fucking. Ew, Des, stop! People listen with headphones.
Oh, I know.
I know someone who's listening who's like probably tuning out
right now. Right now.
Why would you do that, Des? That was so aggressive. Like I grabbed my headphone.
That's what I like.
Yeah, but you didn't have to make it so.
I just need you guys
explicit.
To know.
I think they know if they listen to more than one episode. Even if they just if this is your first episode,
they know. I
think you get a pretty good idea about who Des is. I still think I'm being misrepresented.
You're representing yourself.
You know what? Okay. No. Stop. Here's the problem. You're right. I do it to myself a little bit. But like, I think if I was the only one speaking on myself, it wouldn't be as bad. But when you chime in, they're like, damn, it's that bad? He has to say something too?
You think so?
She's that much of a prude. He had to tell his friend no because they partake in different activities. What did you say?
Joe, I care about you.
You have different interests? No. Good looking out. But it's the reasoning behind. You could just be like, she's not.
No.
You're not each other's type.
You know why? Because he would ask why. Let me just no. You like sex, and that's not her main priority.
Oh, that's what you said. Well, first of all, my main priority would never be sex.
Exactly.
In life?
His is.
In life?
His is.
He needs to get a fucking life if his main priority
and hence
is sex.
why I stopped you guys from ever knowing each other.
But I think in a healthy relationship, whether that is like actual dating or a whatever the relationship is between two consenting adults, I think sex is very important. I don't think it should be number one, though.
No, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But I had to tell him the way I had to tell him because of who he is. Anything less than what I told him, he'd be like, oh, well, you never know. Let me try. You know, every girl needs a guy that could, you know, it just takes the right guy. I just had to, you see, look at you rolling your eye. So I had to say it the way I had to say it.
I didn't mean to roll my eyes when you said that.
Like, he's the type that's like, I come home from work, like, I open the door, like,
you'd be waiting on your knees.
You see what I'm saying? And you'd be like, ew, go shower, go baptize yourself. 20 years later, then maybe I'll think about it.
I'd say like 10.
Okay,
10. 20.
Yeah. So I had to say it like that for him to just stop the conversation.
I mean, fair. But you didn't have to tell
it's
the
like,
whole podcast that. Like, you're not.
Fair enough.
You see?
Fair enough. It's me saying it right here.
I understand the things that I say don't help myself, but I think if it was just me advocating for myself, no, you, like, I may be, like, starting to dig the hole, but you're like, fuck it, move out of the way. Here's a bulldozer, and
like
you take
holes.
me and dash me into the
the movie Holes. How they all take forever to dig the hole, and he just like, I'm done.
Yeah, you make my grave, you throw me in. I'm like, I'm still breathing. You're like,
I'm
no,
still
you're not,
trying
bitch.
to dig.
You cover me with the fucking dirt. You host the funeral. Everything.
No.
You make it so much worse.
No.
You make it so much worse for me. If I get to the point where I start dating someone and they listen to this podcast,
if you start
I will not be dating someone anymore.
No, if you start dating somebody, I think they'd be okay with how you are because they know what they signed up for.
True, they would have to. Right, but I'm talking about like the talking phase. Sorry, not dating. Like when you start talking to someone, I think they would know.
They would know, Joe.
You know what's funny? I actually have a bit of a story about that.
Oh, Jesus. Is it from last week? Like a continuing?
From last week? A little bit. But before we get into the story, I'm going to get into the listener questions because I feel like I can easily segue.
Okay.
Which is why, because I did peek. We actually have two this week. First one is, oh my God. Who am I just jumping into these questions? I need to do my little thing. Yeah. If you are listening to this podcast and you want to be a part of it, whether that is with sharing a story, asking a question, whatever it is, you can do so by going to thisqueerroom.com. We have, we're open for questions from the audience and other submissions, and we would love to hear from you. So today, our first question is from Kevin. And Kevin, I guess this is a response to last week's episode, says, yo, the vacay sounded sick. Can't wait to see the footage. My question for you guys now is, where's the next This Square Room vacay going to be?
Fucking hell, Kevin. Why? Fucking hell. Kevin's a new, I've never heard this name before.
You've never heard the name Kevin?
No.
Interesting.
Never.
Never in your life.
Never. What do we call him?
We call him Kevin.
I don't want to call him Kevin.
No, what? No, we only for the people who are anonymous, we give names.
Yeah, but we ended up naming everybody either way.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, we did.
What do you mean?
Since
all the people who've given us names?
There was somebody who was like, this is my name, but I want you guys to give me a name. And we're like, yeah, we can give everybody a name.
Did they?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Fucking boring, Kevin.
No, first of all, Kevin's not a boring
Sorry,
name.
Kevin. I'm just upset.
Why?
Because you were asking me about the vacay thing before, and I'm like, I'm not going nowhere.
Oh,
40%,
true.
And now Kevin's like, when's the next one? And you're like, Des.
Well, I think he actually said where.
Look, Des, where's the next one?
Yeah, where is what he said. So, Des, where is it?
Wherever Joe decides she wants to go.
Really? I get to decide?
I wouldn't decide.
If it was up to you, it'd be nowhere.
Yeah. Let's go to Niagara.
Oh, God, no.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
I mean, I would for, like, the wineries, though.
Oh,
not, like, the falls.
You've done a winery before?
In Niagara, yeah.
Oh, okay.
We did, like, a few. I think we did 3 out there.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. You'd like it.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Because you can just get drunk.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you got to mix them. Like, no, I just want to drink.
No, you don't have to mix and mingle. You're with your group, and then there is the guide, but you don't need to, like...
I just want to drink.
Like,
the last night in Turks was great. That's what we should have been doing. And that's
just drinking our faces off?
Just drink. when I watched the video and
that
I'm like,
last night I was watching the video, like my last video.
yeah. Oh God, it's so sad.
And I was literally like, oh my God, like someone help her. And you're behind the camera and I was like, please, I need a minute. Like,
it was funny.
Oh my, I'm surprised I didn't fucking like vomit.
Yeah, you lasted all night. You woke up the next day and you got shit done.
Well, I mean, I had to wake up.
Yeah.
I'm actually surprised I was okay the next day.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And it was actually a couple hours. It wasn't like you had a whole night's sleep.
Right, because I saw a video that you sent me and you're like, oh, like it's 7 a.m.
Yeah, that was me walking from your room.
No, I remember. Well, I realized.
Yeah.
But I was like, shit, that was the time?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
So when did you sleep?
I didn't.
That whole day?
I went downstairs.
Yeah.
And I started to pack my things. And then I brought my stuff up. And then I just started to kind of like clean outside and then I was chilling. So when everybody woke up and I was sleeping on the couch when everybody was doing whatever they're doing. Because I already done all of that already.
I mean, I guess for the best to just get it out of the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know myself.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Joe, what are the places you're thinking?
I think I actually nailed it down.
I feel like you did.
Just because, I don't know, I've been thinking about, I don't know. But I can't say.
Okay.
For sure international.
There you go, Kevin. She can't say.
And not North America.
Okay.
So not Mexico, U.S., or Canada.
Yeah, because I didn't know where North America was, so.
You didn't know where North America... You're
no, I know I'm in North America. Like, when you say North America, I'll be like, oh, yeah, U.S. and Canada. And
oh,
then,
yeah, no, Mexico.
Yeah. When you said it, I was like, oh, yeah.
No, you didn't. You were like, oh.
Is it like, okay, south or west?
Well,
east.
Pretty
east.
much everything is south of here.
Yeah, but like south or east?
Oh, I know what you're trying to find out.
Yes, exactly.
Which one would you prefer? I'm not like locked in yet. So.
I would prefer not too far from where we were already.
So south.
Yeah. I feel like it.
The thing is with me, there's so many places that I really want to go. So it's not like.
Yeah.
You know. But I'm like I said, I think I said it last week. I'm just trying to like pick places that are on. I mean, if I'm planning the trip.
On my buckets.
Travel bucket list. Yeah. Buckets.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like I'm not gonna go to Niagara because it's not somewhere that I.
Oh, that's too bad.
You know, we can go to Niagara for your birthday in like 3 weeks.
No.
Maybe that could be the next Discovery trip.
No.
Pack up the kids and take an old drive. What?
For my birthday, you want me to bring my children with me?
Yeah, because as a father who loves his children, wouldn't that make your time even more
Not if
special?
I want to get fucked up.
Yeah, but like you put them to bed and then you get fucked up.
No, see, that's irresponsible. What if something happens in the middle of the night? This is what people don't think about.
That's why you bring someone to watch
No,
them.
I don't trust people.
Your mom?
No. Because then she's going to bad me up about me getting this fucked up.
No, she's not supposed to see. She's in the room with the kids. You have a separate room.
Exactly. But now, Des, why would you get this messed up and you know your kids are right here? What if something happened in the night and they got to get right? I know my mom.
But it's like, okay, like Jersey Shore. I've been watching like their new season. And like when they travel, they bring their kids, but they leave them in the hotel room with either a nanny or usually it's like a grandparent. And
I think that's irresponsible.
They get fucked up, but then like they have someone there watching the kids all the time. I think that's
irresponsible.
But it's like you're still with your kids like in the daytime.
No.
They're like, oh, kids. And then they go get plastered at night.
Very irresponsible.
I mean, is it more irresponsible to be away from your kid?
No, that makes more sense. Now, you bring your kid with you to this hotel. Imagine me, my birthday, bring my children, and there's anybody watching the kids, and I'm getting fucked up. God forbid something happened.
Well, also, like, why do you want to get that fucked up?
Because it's my birthday.
Shut up, because you were trying to get that fucked up for my birthday too. So you can't use it's my birthday.
It's our birthday. And then in the middle of the night, something happens. They get rushed to emergency. As a parent, you should be there.
Yes, but
I'm fucked up.
But if you're fucked up with them or fucked up away from them, you're still fucked up. So
away from them, I can't reach them. I can't go. If I'm in Niagara and they're in the hospital.
I don't know. I think in the future, I would love to be one of those parents that like travels with a nanny. So like I can like have my kid. Because like vacations with kids when you're an adult is like not fun.
It is fun.
No, it's not.
It is. As long as you don't think I'm going for myself.
No, that's the thing. I'll do vacations like for the kids, but I want my own vacation, and then I'm gonna feel bad leaving my kids.
See, no, you
at
guys,
home.
no, you don't feel bad when it's your time.
Here's the thing: I actually hate even leaving my fucking dog.
I know.
How am I gonna leave children?
No.
So I'm gonna bring them, but like you stay on that wing
of
the fucking villa, and I stay over here, and you guys have your nanny and whatever.
No.
And lame ass Uncle Des can watch you guys too.
Yes, I will be the nanny.
I don't know if I trust you to be my nanny.
I will be the nanny.
No.
Where's Uncle Des? One kid's in the toilet playing.
Yeah, no. Listen, you're a good father. Yeah. I don't know if I would even want you to be a babysitter.
What I love about babies is all they do is sleep, and that's all I want to do.
That's true.
So it makes it so great.
Actually, yeah. I think once my kid is old enough
able to like walk and try and be curious,
then
no.
Actually, the older my child gets, the less you will see them.
Yes, that makes more sense.
But like, I'll pop it out and pass it to you and be like, I'm going to the club.
With babies, I was like, ugh, don't show me no baby. Ugh, no.
No,
but that's because I was like, oh, they're so cute.
Here's the thing. I get when people are like, babies are hard work. I get it, but also like...
They're not.
Compared to toddlers,
they're more consistent work, but they're not hard work.
Yeah.
You change a diaper, you feed the baby, it goes back to sleep.
Yeah, they're more like around the clock, but like it's a couple things.
Yeah.
And that's
it's not like you have to chase after them, wipe the walls because they put crayon all over the fucking wall.
Oh my God, my friend had a sibling who I want to say he was like 4, maybe 5, and she was at home babysitting, and you know when they're too quiet? I can't remember if he came down or she went up, but it was like a what's
something's
going on?
wrong. Yeah.
And I'm on the phone with her, and all I hear is, "Oh my God!" And I'm just like, "What? What?" She's like, "There's shit all over the walls." Yeah. He pooped himself and tried to clean it. Yeah. And I guess when it's on your hand, you just like wipe it.
And,
all over. She flipped out, and I was like, "Yeah."
That happened at my house. My little cousin came over, and she was being potty trained, so she went to the bathroom by herself. And I guess my mom goes in the bathroom to check on her. And my mom lost it. Because there was shit all over the wall, all over the floor. Like, at that point, did you go in the toilet and pick it up and throw it around? Like,
yeah.
It was bad. It was bad.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
All right. Note to self. No potty
kids.
Training age children allowed.
Yes.
You're either using the diaper or you can use a toilet on your own. On your own. For sure.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah, potty training is the
I don't
worst.
even mind if you need me to come and help you wipe, but like you need to...
You get there, you do your thing, and understand it stays there.
Yeah. Auntie Joe, okay, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I told you how like she's technically my cousin, but like my family is so weird because like most of my cousins are way older than me, so I used to call them aunt and uncle when I was younger, and then now my cousin has a child, and she's 8, so I think it's also out of respect thing, but like she calls me auntie. Yeah. I've never been called that before. So, like, I think this is when I was in Jamaica. And we're all hanging out here. Auntie. And I'm just chilling. I'm like...
No auntie over here.
Auntie. And I'm looking for auntie. I'm like, where is she? And I'm like, oh, me? And I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, yes, sweetheart, my bad. Da, da, da. And I was like, ew.
You're nice. Don't call me that.
I'm like, I'm the aunt now? No, but like...
If one of my cousins are like, Uncle Des, first of all, learn what these words mean. I'm not your uncle. I'm your cousin. Just call me Des.
Uncle Des. Yeah, because my one of she's not even she's my cousin by marriage. Like her husband is my actual cousin. But I grew up calling her auntie, and one time I did not, and she took that as like the biggest disrespect. This is like maybe 3 years ago, keep in mind. Like I'm a fucking grown woman. And she like took that as disrespect. I'm like, but that's your name, and like you're not my aunt. So like,
so what's your problem?
Because I stopped calling him uncle. Like I just call him by his name.
Because you're not my uncle,
and he's fine. Yeah, he's my cousin.
Stupid.
Like I'm not a kid anymore. I don't need to like call you that out of respect. I don't know. I fucking can't with people. Anyways, did we answer the question?
We did.
Okay. Thanks, Kevin.
Undisclosed.
I mean, yeah. Well, here's the thing. It's not locked in yet, but I probably will do something for my birthday next year. I mean, I always do something for my birthday, let's be honest. For a while, it was like cottages. I've done like not local, but like within Canada, I've done like Montreal and whatever. So I will be doing something.
Cottage, I'd be more down for sure.
See, but the thing, I did a cottage for so many years.
Yeah. I'm just jumping in. And
those were the years that you
I would not a chance. Not
right.
A fucking
so
chance.
It's like
now
you want to come. While
I don't want to come.
While
I would
I'm
just
on my international thing. You're trying to like
local.
Yeah, you're trying to like hold me down.
Airbnb
and I don't.
in Toronto.
Like, how about instead of a 4 or 5 hour flight, we take a 2-hour drive. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm always down for a cottage, but I don't know about that. But yes, thank you, Kevin. We also have another question from Danny. And Danny says, so as I'm listening to this week's episode, I hear you guys talk about glazing over the Drake thing, which I get. But what I don't get is how you were able to glaze over the fact that you're now on Tinder. I feel like we never get to hear about your active dating life, Joe. So how are you going to just glaze over that fact? Most of us may be men, but we want to hear the stories, girl. Okay, so why do I feel like I just got like caught doing something? I'm not on well, I technically don't make that.
This is all you. This is all you.
I know. I'm like, help me out.
Am I on Tinder?
No. So as I explained, oh no, what I'm not is there is no active dating life. There is none. Am I right?
No, you're 1,000% right.
Yeah, that's the truth. But like I said last week, I joined Tinder because my friends were like, you're on vacation, gotta do it. And you exchange a couple conversations with the 1-2, but like I'm there for like 6 days. Like I'm not meeting up with anyone, like, whatever. So that didn't go anywhere. But see, what had happened was when you are on something and you change locations, it just fucking changed my location to Toronto. So I continued to get matches in Toronto. Now, keep in mind, I was not matching back with these people because I don't think, did I mention it? That my friend was like, just get the thing where you can see who likes you.
Yes.
So I know that I'm getting these, well, they're not matches, I guess. I'm getting these likes, but I'm not actively swiping on anyone, so they're not matches. But one day I was just like, a little curious. Let me just swipe on like a 1-2. And there was a conversation here and there. I think I was telling Des about like this one guy, he was, I don't know. I hate, like, I get it. Girls like height, but like, don't lead with like, I'm 6'7". Like, what the fuck? What am I going to do with that information?
Be wet.
No. Because you could be 6'7" and like shitty in every other aspect. And 6'7" is very tall. Like.
That's what girls like. They want very tall.
I've dated someone really tall before.
Fuck.
I feel like I've dated like quite a range.
Ranges.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've dated like, I think my shortest ex was 5'7" and I'm 5'5", and my tallest ex was 6'3", 6'4". Like a decent little range. So it's like I really don't care. I mean, I think the only thing is like I'm not really trying to like look down, like but like I don't really care that much. Oh my god, do you hear the siren? I think they're coming for you. For all those Lizzie's in a box comments. Anyways, moving forward. Yeah, so I had matched with this one person and it was just like conversation back and forth. And as it's happening, I was like, why am I messaging someone if I'm not trying to talk to them? Which is very fair, but like you just get caught up. And I am a single woman, so you're just kind of like, oh. And like, I don't know. For the first time in my life, I'm like not talking to anyone, and it's like, well, I shouldn't say for the first time in my life, that sounds really bad, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm very much so a relationship person, and when I wasn't, you always have like your little roster, you talking to a 1-2 person. So right now, I'm not talking to anyone. If you ask people if they're talking to me, then maybe, but like, I'm not talking to anyone. Why are you looking at me like that?
I'm listening.
That makes sense though, right?
Yeah.
Because you know the history more than the people listening.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who are like, oh, I want to pursue something. And I'm like, no, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
And they keep trying, which is why I say they're talking to me, but I've made it clear. I'm not talking to them. That's what I mean by that. Not that I'm like leading them on. I'm not leading anyone on. So it's just
nobody.
Literally nobody.
I just have to make it clear. Nobody.
So last week, this person that I'm communicating with, it's just like, I don't know. I don't know this person. It's just someone I met on Tinder. But he asked me on a date. And I was like, ruh-oh. And I instantly called Des. Of course, Des is not available when I need him. But I was like, what do I do? Long story short, it was actually when Des came here last week. I think it was after the episode. Yeah. I was telling Des about it and like how I kind of got myself into this predicament. And he was just like, okay, your first mistake was even joining Tinder. It's like, that's where you went wrong in the first place. And I'm like, that's true, but my friend said, and he was like, yeah, like, but why are you taking advice from, you know? And I was like, yeah, you're right. And like, to be honest, you didn't really have to say anything else from that because it's like, why am I on Tinder in the first place if I'm not trying to meet anybody? So,
I can understand why you're still on Tinder because that made sense.
Right.
I paid for this shit.
Right.
You're not gonna swindle me out of my money.
No Tinder swindler over
you
here.
Crazy.
Here, let me see.
So that I understand why you're still there.
Right. But I have not swiped nor messaged nor nothing. Look, today alone, 18 new likes. Hold on. But you know what I realized? I'm sure a lot of these guys are great guys, but like
I highly doubt it.
It just, what are the words I'm looking for? I'm not trying to be rude.
They're just not what you're looking for.
Okay, like I said, there were a couple people that I had swiped on, right? Right now I have 1,862 likes, and out of that, it was just a couple that I actually match with. And I'm like, I feel like that's a problem. Like, is that me that's the problem? Or is it just that, like, there really is slim pickings out there? Or is it that Tinder's the problem? Because
Tinder's the problem.
I do think Tinder's part of the problem.
It's like they say, men sleep with who they can and women sleep with who they want. Men will swipe everybody just to see who's going to swipe back. Women are gonna go through.
I've seen guys do the like.
Yeah, they're just looking at you and they're just swiping, and you're like, yo, you're not gonna look.
Not even look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're like, looking elsewhere.
Yeah, I've seen.
So that's what I mean.
Is mad.
Yeah, where women will.
Because apparently you only have like a certain amount of swipes a day.
Yeah, that's if you don't pay for like
unlimited. Yeah, which those type of guys are not gonna pay for unlimited.
They will pay for unlimited
just to get laid. But is it ever really that serious?
To some people, yes, Joe. The people I avoid you from.
Anyway, so the reason I say that, like, what I was talking about earlier can kind of relate to this is because of this story with this person where it's like, you know, I kind of got in a little over my head. Well, not really. I don't want to like mislead anybody. But then Des was like, don't worry. Like, you're fine. Like, you're not misleading him. And I'm like, okay. Des was like, just stop talking to him. And I was like, what do I say? You're like, nothing. Just stop.
Did you stop?
Yeah, I haven't spoken to him.
Did he message you back or anything?
He did.
Like a 1-2?
Yeah. Oh, no, this is what I wanted to say. The whole like innocent thing. So he said, oh God, I can't remember. He said something and I made a comment about, oh my God, should I really say the whole thing?
Yes.
I feel like this just makes me look stupid.
Yep, now you have to say it. Everybody's fixing their headphones. They're sitting upright in their chair. It's not juicy.
It just makes me look dumb.
Yeah, that's why they're listening.
Okay, so before you had told me stop talking to him, we were speaking and he had gone like camping with his friends and was messaging me that night. And the next day he was like, yeah, you know, I didn't stay the second night. I came home, took a shower, took a nap in my favorite PJs and like blah, 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 and whatever.
My favorite PJs.
Right. So in my head, I was like, oh, he has his favorite little jammies.
Butt ass naked.
I didn't pick up on that, but that's what he meant.
Yeah.
What? So wait a minute. Why are you saying yeah?
Joe, I said it, and I don't even know the context of, you know, your
I gave you the context.
As soon as he said in my favorite PJs, you're a fucking grown man. Your favorite PJs? Joe, your favorite PJs? Are you trying to be cute? No, you're trying to be a fucking pervert.
Or maybe he said the whole word pajamas.
You're trying to be a pervert. It's like a girl being like, yeah, I got out of the shower and I'm just laying down in my birthday suit. You're trying to be cute.
No, but
that's not fucking cute.
That's obvious. Birthday suit, everyone knows what that means. I don't know what your favorite PJs are. Maybe they're the little, like, fucking ones.
Exactly. You don't know. So that means butt ass naked. So why would I tell you my favorite? You want to talk about my PJs?
Well, that's the thing, because I just moved on, right? I was like, okay, I didn't even acknowledge the PJ part.
This guy's so stupid.
Yeah, because I was like, why would I...
Oh, that's nice.
I'm not. Oh, what are they? Are they blue? Are they green?
Elmo?
Yeah. So I just moved on. So now, days later, he was talking about. Oh no. We were talking about my mom's birthday went by. He was like, "Oh, what'd you do?" I'm like, "We went shopping." He's like, "What'd you buy?" I was like, "I bought pajamas." He's like, "Oh, okay." Like, I usually sleep naked, and I was like, "Oh, I don't." I was like, and I also sleep with socks 99.9% of the time. And he was like, he was like, oh yeah, like, you know, he was like, I always sleep naked. And then I think I was like,
but the other day you're wearing your favorite PJs.
I was like, wait, is that no, oh my god, no. I'm gonna read you the exact text. Hold on, occupy them, because I really was oblivious.
Can you guys leave her alone? Yes, she does sleep in socks 99.9% of the time.
My feet get cold. Okay,
very cold. Yes, only murderers sleep in socks and psychopaths. Yes, you are correct. But so does my friend. So please leave her alone. Okay, don't attack her. I don't like that.
Actually, you do.
I do. I'm trying. I was just trying because that's weird. I'll be like at work and I'll go like into like the nurse's office or something. I'll be laying down and I can't sleep because I need to take off my socks. So for you to be able to just sleep in socks is actually kind of crazy. Like,
I don't know. I feel like it's more, especially in the winter. Oh my gosh, the thick
stop,
fucking...
please.
Okay, so all right, what's going on here?
Wouldn't it be weird if you found out he listens and he wrote in last week? Or like next week he writes in because he's like, wait, that conversation sounds familiar.
No. Ew. If he knew who I was, that'd be creepy. No, that's creepy, right?
That's very creepy.
I think you would be flattered.
I would be more than flattered.
If a girl was like trying to talk to you and like
acted like she didn't know.
And then she's like, okay, I have a confession. I've been a fan. I've been listening for the last year.
Oh, why didn't you say so?
You'd be like, oh, you're
Let's go get something to eat.
I hate that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. I said, oh, we're talking about traveling and how literally I'm always cold. I'm like, I always have to bring a sweater. He said that he runs warm normally. I'm like, no, I sleep with my socks on 99.9% of the time because my feet are always, I literally said that. And he was like, if you haven't figured out what my favorite pajamas are by now, you probably won't figure it out.
Fact.
And so not only did he say it, I still didn't put it together after he said he normally sleeps naked. So then I was like, oh, your pajamas. I didn't put together till now, like the hand on the forehead thing. I was like, is that what you meant by your favorite PJs the other day? And he was like, 100%. And I was like, oh. I was like, yeah, the PJ thing went right over my head the other day. I literally just thought, oh, he has favorite PJs. That's cute. LOL. And he's like, I figured, but I knew you'd figure it out eventually. And he put a wink. And I was like, well... I was like, you actually told me so.
No, Joe. What he means by you'll figure out eventually. Thank you, you stupid. Oh, I just want to punch you. Is that what he means? Of course. Why do you think he put a wink? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm sick.
You know what would happen just now back in the day? You know when like something goes off air and it's just that's what would have just happened after you screamed. Jesus, Joe, seriously?
Oh, I would figure it out eventually, like in real life.
Yes.
But I'm never going to meet this.
I'm so disappointed in you. I'm not going to lie.
Why?
When you said it, I thought you knew and you were just kind of glazing over it. But looking at your face, I saw you just read it. And I was like, Joe. Yeah. No way.
When he said, I knew you'd figure it out eventually.
Wink, Joe. Earlier, he just said, if you didn't get it, you won't get it. And now I'd figure it out eventually.
My response was, took me a little while, but I got there. Well, actually, no, you had to tell me. I guess that's just how my sweet and innocent mind works. And I said, not joking. And he was like...
Yeah, he's not interested.
He kept talking to me. No, but here's the thing. He said, well, you didn't... he said something else, but it's like irrelevant. Because you know when you are talking about like multiple things at the same time? Yeah. So I'm kind of skipping through. But he said, well, you didn't ask for my snap, so I knew you were innocent. And then I was like, is that a thing people usually ask for when you meet people online? I'm so out of the loop. He was like, I was like, I don't use Snap anymore. He was like, yeah, I use Snap with my friends to keep in touch. It's the only place that I post stuff. I've also gotten some pretty great booty pics before. And I was like, well, you ain't getting that from me. I mean, I feel like you gotta be honest, right?
No,
like,
you're not wrong.
But yeah, and that's how I found out that apparently, like...
Sounds like a challenge.
No.
No, to him. If I were him, I'd be like...
I don't feel like
I've heard this before.
I don't feel like I'm open enough to be a challenge. I feel like I'm just like a deterrent. It's just like, turn, like,
sometimes
dead ends.
That's what makes it a challenge. Oh, can't get it this way? Okay, let's go this. Oh, can't get it this way? And when you finally get it, you're like,
This is the same one that asked me on the date, by the way.
Yeah.
He's the only person I spoke to, but like we haven't spoken in a few days and I haven't reached out.
Yeah.
He was the last one to reach out. I think he's like officially on like vacation for the next like 2 weeks or something. So
God, stay there.
No, but like we legit had like a like we did Snapchat each other, but just like our faces, you know, and we were just talking about like favorite movies. And then I just stopped. So, like, yeah, the last communication was actually on Snapchat. And I think he just, like, sent me a picture being like, oh, like, my vacation's officially started. And I just...
left it there.
Yeah. Because I'm like, good for you.
Good.
Because I'm like, I don't want him to be like, no, I got 2 weeks off of work. You want to meat up?
Exactly.
So I'm like...
I'm back early.
I'm like, vacation started? I'm clocking out. Yeah, but, yeah, I didn't... Damn. And I'm still realizing shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? This is going to be a monumental moment in this Square Room history, so just listen carefully, but please, no one clip this. I think I might need your help, Tess. Here's the thing. I thought, like, okay. I don't know. I feel
you look like you don't even know what to think.
I don't know what to say. Like, I'm someone who likes to see the best in people, and I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but I'm always like skeptical, which is why I'm so standoffish. But I also don't assume, unless you spell it out, like I sleep naked, those are my favorite pajamas. I'm not gonna
assume.
Right. Yeah. I'm gonna assume you in your little PJs, like
not on Tinder.
Right. I think that's the other thing. I don't think I will ever be back on Tinder. Unless I'm trying to hook up, which is like, it's me. So like
if it was a girl, right? So if that was me and a girl talking and she was like, oh yeah, I'm in my favorite PJs, I'm not going to assume she's sleeping naked.
But you're going to inquire.
But I will be like, oh, what kind of PJs are they?
Well, here's the thing. I did feel like the comment was like fishing for me to ask.
It was.
Like, why? But like in my head, I'm like, they're fucking pajamas. I don't care. I'm not going to ask you about the pajamas. No, seriously.
I know. That's what makes it even funnier. You're conversing with somebody and you're like, I'm not going to dig into your life. I don't care about pajamas. I don't.
Because in my head, I'm like, I know I don't actually. Like, he seems cool, like the little bit that we spoke. Because like I told my other friend about it and he was like, oh, do you like him? I'm like, I don't know him. Like, I guess you could say I like him enough to continue a conversation.
Why does
but
your
like,
other friend sound like that?
Because you know who it is. And
I know. That's why I don't like that.
I had to do that voice.
The voice
I had
makes
to do
it
that
obvious.
Voice so you knew who it was.
You didn't have to do the voice. I would have knew who it was.
Anyways, the point is, he was like, oh, do you like it?
Look, see?
Yeah, that's the voice.
Just say it regular.
No, I always. Even when I'm talking to him, I have to do the voice. I don't know what my voice for you is. Probably something misogynistic.
Probably. It makes sense.
But yeah, interesting. I am learning a lot. I'm learning that I am not as in the know as I thought.
Definitely not.
But like, I don't know, maybe just because like I personally don't use Snapchat anymore. I'm like, is that what people do? Also, this guy's like fucking like 33. So I'm like, is that what
with people
millennials do?
Yes,
I am a millennial as well. But like he's an older millennial.
You saying you're not gonna, okay. Nobody asks for numbers anymore. They ask for Snap or Instagram.
Yeah. I thought it was just Instagram.
Reason,
I thought Snap died in that way. But I guess it's because of the disappearing photos. So
exactly.
But you can do that on Instagram too.
Now you can do that on Instagram.
Oh, so they just haven't like kept up with the times.
They have. But if you prefer, like, that's what Snapchat is for, as opposed to Instagram.
No, you're right. I guess
because even WhatsApp has the disappearing photos. Did you know that? Yeah, you can send it to somebody, and as soon as they view it, they can never view it again.
Does TikTok have that too?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, but no, I feel like as far as like a disappearing photo app, I guess Snapchat would be thing. Yes. But I'm like, oh, what are you sending to me that needs to disappear?
That's why I'm asking for your Snap. I don't want your Instagram. I don't care.
But he said he could tell, which is why.
What does that mean?
He said he could tell that I was innocent because I didn't ask him for Snap.
Yeah. Okay, but you being innocent, what? There's a lot of innocent girls that fling out their vaginas.
I mean, true.
And because he doesn't know you from Adam or Eve, you could be one of them. It just takes a little to get to know.
That is true, because sometimes the quiet ones are like freaks.
Oh,
but
I'm
not quiet, though. I'm just like not interested.
But he doesn't know that yet. Why? Because you're on Tinder.
Yeah.
If I message a girl on Tinder and she was just like, oh yeah, I like to read books and play with my dog.
I do like to read books and play with my dog.
I know, but if she told me that, like, I have a nice day.
Yeah, you know what's funny? When we were initially talking and we were talking about like just like back in the day, and I was like, yeah, you know, I used to be a shy kid, and he was like, oh, like, are you still shy? And I was like, no, I don't think so. I think I can be introverted, but I don't think I'm shy. And he was like, oh, thank God you're not shy. And I was like, oh shit, like, what if I was, you know?
Then he would have ended it right there.
But then I was like, oh, probably because you can't get laid by like a shy girl. Well, no,
you have to put in more effort that you don't want to put in.
And I'm like, surprise, I'm not going, but you still gotta put the effort.
Your PJs. That was cute. That was cute.
But like, knowing how my mind works.
No, and yeah, that's why when you're reading these, I'm like, oh my God.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about me that I like. It's in every aspect of my life. I take people at their word.
Yes.
You say PJs, I think PJs.
Yeah.
When he said he slept naked, I'm like, okay, you sleep naked, cool. Bada bing, bada boom. I'm not connecting the two. And even after he said, he had to spell it out for me even after that. He's like, well, I guess you didn't know by now. And I'm like, no, I didn't.
And then even after that, he said, well, you would have figured it out eventually.
That one went right over my, wow. When you pointed that out, that's why I was like, maybe I do need your help. Because I'm like, I can hold my own. Like, listen.
You can hold a conversation.
Yeah.
I think it's the flirting.
No, I can flirt. Stop. Stop.
I'm being honest. I think you can hold a conversation, no problem.
I know I can.
But like, the only reason why you would need me like in your ear or something is because they would flirt and say something flirty, but you would just take it for their word.
So then flirt more obvious. Shit.
No, because that's creepy. Yeah, I just got out of the shower and I'm about to sleep naked.
That's not flirting. That's sexual.
So he's trying to flirt by saying I'm sleeping in my favorite PJs.
That's predatory. I thought flirting is like, oh, I think you're pretty.
I'm about to jump.
Stop. We're high.
Joe, are you being serious?
No.
Okay, good.
But I did. You don't have to flirt. Like, flirting doesn't have to be sexual. Oh my God. Phone just went the fuck off. Yeah, flirting doesn't have to be only sexual. You can flirt in other ways.
No, for sure, but not on Tinder. If you met this guy at church or through a friend, I would be more open to whatever he's trying to say.
I mean, fair.
We're from Tinder. This is Tinder.
It's funny because some of the people who I have not swiped on, but you look at like who's swiping on you, and some of them are like looking for a long-term thing, not looking for it. And I was like, oh, that's sweet. Like, for you, like, I'm not gonna swipe.
They fuck and then they're gone.
You think it's a misleading thing?
A lot of them are, because a lot of women are on Tinder for long term. So you want to hear what you want to hear.
Here's the thing: I've had 2 boyfriends that I met on Tinder, like back in the day. Back before Tinder was for fucking whores. No, I think Tinder was always.
Yeah,
I mean, because I didn't join Tinder like right in the beginning, but it was like it was around for a bit, and I was like, you know.
I had Tinder for 2 days.
My thing is like, yeah, but both times like I had Tinder for a very short amount of time because I'm just like, ew. But like, I think my problem is that like I don't go anywhere, so it's like, how do you meet people? And I'm done with like, oh, like a friend of a friend, because then it gets messy.
Exactly.
Because, you know, my last relationship, it was just like, I don't know about that. So, well, I shouldn't say a friend of a friend, but you know what I mean. When it's too close to your circle, yeah. So I'm like, how do you meet people? I'm like, I have to leave my house.
You do.
But like, what if I go out and fucking break my ankle again? I'm scared. No, seriously.
I know, that's what makes it funny.
It's not funny.
I think it's funny because
winter is coming.
You don't need to meet people. You don't.
No? I should just be single forever?
No, but I think at this point in your life, there's nothing wrong with it.
There's other. To my mother. You're gonna let me die before I have grandchildren?
Jesus.
Yeah.
Mother, I already don't want to push children. You don't know it? Like,
she's like, I'm gonna be dead before you have grandchildren for me. I was like, Mom, like that's
pressure. That's,
I was
first
like,
of all,
no, I had to have a conversation.
You're trying to manipulate
about how fucking toxic that is.
That's manipulating.
Yeah. And I was like, I know you don't mean it that way. She's like, but I just want to see. I'm like, I get it, but like, you have one.
Yeah.
You have Kingsley.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's good enough.
He is. He's sweet, and he's better than a human baby at this point in my life.
Yeah, I think at this point in your life, you don't need to focus on meeting somebody. That's why I say it's okay.
But I've actively been avoiding, and that's the thing.
What you should do.
And that's why I was like, okay, like even if I go on Tinder, because I'm like, oh, new matches, let me see. I don't swipe. I don't engage. I don't have conversations because I'm like, I know better. Like, why? But for some reason, with this person, I just...
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, you know? And I was like, oh.
No, that's where they get you.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, you're going to find out about their pajamas. And you're like, I didn't
ask.
I just was hoping that you like, you know, little footy pajamas or something. Yeah. Like a onesie.
Yeah, because after my last relationship, I haven't been, like, I've been actively clear. I do not want a girlfriend. I do not want to date. If this is what you want to do by having sex, we can do that. But no matter what happens, we will not date.
See, the only thing for me is I'm not like that because of this. I don't have sex casually.
Yeah.
So it's like,
don't talk to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what it should be.
And I think I don't know. I feel like when people say that, do you assume that like they're just dealing with like baggage and stuff?
I used to think that before I said it. Mm-hmm. But it's like, if you know yourself, why are you going to put yourself somewhere that you know that you don't really want to be?
Yeah, I think for me, it was a mixture of like knowing that I tend to be a relationship person and like I don't want to just jump from, not jumping, like, you know, I give myself a few months, but still, I feel like depending on the length of your relationship before, that could be a very short amount of time in between. Yeah. And like, I don't want to be that person. Also, I felt like when you just get like fucked up in a relationship, even though you're like, I'm good and I'm disconnected from that person emotionally, you still want to give yourself time to like heal
and figure yourself out.
Yeah. And then I broke my ankle, so it was about like physical healing on top of the emotion. No, seriously, it was like a lot.
When you said physical, it was funny.
No, like I had to heal in many ways. Yeah. And then there was also like just like work. Like I'm just focused on like certain goals, and like I didn't want distractions.
And that's why I said to my friend, the priorities are different.
It's true.
It wasn't necessarily because like, oh, she doesn't have sex ever. It was more so her head is going this direction, and yours is literally going,
in the gutter.
Yeah. You are the gutter, buddy.
Yeah, but I told myself at the beginning of this year, like maybe in the spring, I was like, I want to give myself the rest of 2022 to be single. Okay. And then I can start being open to
whatever happens.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, I feel like that's a good, like, goal. I feel like I'll get there. Like, I'm not ready. But, like, it's not about, like, needing to heal or, like, being emotionally attached to anyone. It's just, like, I literally wanted to take time to focus on myself. And in many ways, I think it was really great. And I feel like that sounds so cliche.
No, it is really good. And people don't understand that.
Yeah.
The longer it takes, it feels more terrifying. But when you get into one, it feels so good.
It doesn't feel terrifying.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Here's the thing. I feel like the longer it takes me to start talking to someone else.
Well, let's be real. You've been single for a good chunk of time, if we're being realistic.
The shade.
It's not shade. It's honesty.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I've been single longer than I've been single.
Yes. We can say that.
What does she mean by that? You guys will find out, I promise.
So it's like...
Actually, no, I'll tell them. It's like one of those relationships where it's over, but like you're still holding on to the title.
Yeah,
but
it's over.
There's no relationship.
There's no,
But like you guys are afraid. I don't know what it is. Like to just break that tie. But like
nobody wants
over.
to be the person to do it. But
well, not in my case. In my case, I was being sold a whole bunch of lies.
I feel like
I was being sold.
You were over it.
I was over it, but I was being told like, oh, like I want this to work. We can work on it. And I'm like, okay. And then like nothing ever happened. So it was like, it was that for a long time, but that's what Des means. And he's right. Like I was single emotionally much longer than I've actually been single, but like either way. Yeah. It's not because I think because I went through that, like emotionally I was already detached by the time I became actually single. So emotionally I could have been out in the streets doing right away. Whatever. But I was like, no, I really do want to just focus on myself, and like I don't regret it. I think my problem is the longer I'm single, the longer I like it.
You were single.
No, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Like the longer I'm single, the longer I like it. And I'm like, that is dangerous.
And when I say it's harder to get into a relationship because you're like, yo, I was doing just fine.
Like, what do you bring to the table? Because I was happy on my own.
Exactly.
But that's dangerous.
That's why I said the longer you wait. But it's also dangerous
when you jump in too soon and you're so used to being with someone and you're like codependent and like, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a happy medium between taking time and taking too much time. Yeah. Because it doesn't mean like me taking time, I could be trying to like, not trying, but like open to meeting people. But because I'm like just closed off, I'm like, am I shooting myself in the foot? But like, I like it. I like being alone. I like even
Can
when
you
like,
shoot yourself somewhere else first? You said it. I didn't like it.
It's the saying. Listen, I sleep with my fucking dog every night, and like I've literally thought about it, and I'm like,
ew, having another human beside you.
Yeah, I'm like
trying to touch you while you're.
Oh God, ew! I'm not even thinking about that. I'm literally.
I just meant like cuddling.
No, but like even that, I'm just like, there's no space for the three of us, and he's gonna expect me to get rid of the dog, and I'm like, but he was here before you, so. Yes, I know, which is horrible, but like. And, like, even sometimes I like when my dog's not on the bed because I can just spread out. Like, I've actually never really liked sleeping next to people. I don't sleep as well.
Ever.
And they say, like, when you're in love, like, you sleep better. And I'm like, I guess I've never been in love then because...
You do sleep better.
I don't.
Yet.
Yet.
Right.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I guess I've never been at that place yet.
Which, that's fair. Sometimes, like, especially growing up, like, now I can look back and be like, okay, you feel like you are because you feel like you're supposed to be because that's what you're taught.
Supposed to be what, in love?
Yeah. Like, you date somebody, I'm supposed to love you. Mm-hmm. So I think I love you. Pretty sure this is love.
No, you can date someone and, like, really like them and not
But you feel like you do.
Yeah, I get it.
And then if somebody says it, you feel like... It's
infatuation. It's like the false sense of love.
So when you actually find that, you're just like... Oh, this is what it was supposed to be.
I feel like if I ever feel that, it's a wrap.
I feel like you'll enjoy it a lot.
No, but like I don't like that shit.
I know you will.
I don't even like.
And whoever you're with will know what you like and what you don't like. So it makes it even better because I don't want to fucking talk to you right now, but I don't have to tell you because you see my face, you see how I'm acting, and you know.
No, but I communicate. I'm not one of those like you should know
you wouldn't
how
have
I feel.
to.
I mean, I guess that's nice.
Exactly.
But, like, I'm never someone who expects, like, you should just know what I'm feeling.
Imagine going home and knowing all the shit you have to do when you go home. And you're already upset at this person because of, whatever. Just something small, but you're like, I don't even want to see them. You go home.
Why? You get upset over shit like that?
What?
Like, stuff that's small?
To some people, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
No, I'm not like that. I'm like, if something bothers me, I'll say it, and then I'll literally move on with my life.
That's what you think until the person's in your face all the time.
No, but that's
you're dating them.
What do you mean? I've been in relationships.
I know, but then when you're annoyed, you're just like, honestly.
Yeah, but that's not how I handle things when I'm annoyed. I communicate.
And then you go home, and most things you needed to do, they already did. Because they know what you needed to do. And they're not a dickhead. And they decided to actually help out.
No, that's
the
very
dog
nice. See that part. I
you can't even fathom.
I can't even say the word. Oh my God, I choked on the words saying I've never experienced that.
That's what I mean. When you experience that, everything just feels so.
I've also never lived with someone that I was dating.
Yeah, but I'm sure they've been to your house when you're not there, or.
I mean, I guess, but like, not really.
No? You've never left somebody in your house?
Oh, a stranger. No, I'm joking. Yeah. But they've never just like stayed for the day. Oh. Get the fuck out. You have places to go. I don't like people in my space. Oh. Yeah. Which is why I say it's dangerous for me to be single this long.
Nah.
Like, it's actually dangerous because I'll be alone the rest of my life. Seriously. Like, I'm content with my dog right now. I'm very, very happy. So... watch out.
Nah, I think you're going to be single. Next year, I think you're going to talk to somebody, but you're not going to date. But I think eventually when you date, you're going to be like, okay, nothing less than this. As soon as I'm getting less than this, goodbye.
Well, I already know what I need to have my threshold at now because I've been through other relationships where it's just like, okay.
Yeah, but sometimes you know your threshold and you're just like, okay, they're not this, but...
I agree, but here's the thing. Like, I've literally done that my whole life.
That's the spirit. And that's like, why we're single. Well, you're single. I'm not single.
No, seriously. That is part of the reason why. And, like, people can be great. And, like, you know how I am. I'm very, like, oh, like, this person's awesome. Da, 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 da. But it's like, they don't need to be awesome for me. And I don't need to, like, compromise in order to
exactly,
you know, and like neither should they. If I don't meet whatever criteria they have,
then that's fine.
Exactly. Yeah, I think like I don't think I will be, as someone who enjoys being alone, you really do have to be certain things in order for me to enjoy bringing you into my space.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
My ex hated him in my space. Was messy. I'd find like fucking candy wrappers. I found one under my fucking... You know when like you turn your mattress every so often? Mm-hmm. I found one under my mattress. You're telling me you're eating shit and tucking it under my mattress? Mm-hmm. Are you out of your fucking mind?
It fell.
Where were you? No, because when I brought it up, hysterical laugh.
Yeah, he tucked it. He tucked it for sure.
I found them in the couch cushions.
That's funny. I found one in your couch cushion.
Snacks that I bought for him, like a fucking child.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm like, when you
sometimes
come over,
you find lube on the floor, like little packets of lube.
Oh yeah. I thought that one was yours. I'm not good. No. You're like, I don't use lube. I use spit. Don't.
I remember. I'm sorry. I already did it once already.
You went in before.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you know, who is the name of the person who wrote in? Danny, here's the thing. When I do start dating people, you guys know you're going to hear the stories. Like, you're going to hear the stories. But after this little, I put my toe in the water and he snatched it back out. I was like, no, not the PJs.
I can't believe it. The wink should have gave it away.
Honestly, Des,
I know it did.
Over it. Like, I can't.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But the thing is also, like, until I know this person likes me, I can't tell them about this podcast.
Why not?
Because I'm going to be talking about them.
So?
What do you mean? Listen, the best way to have good content is to feel uninhibited by what you can speak about.
You would feel like you can't speak because they listen?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Because you're in this phase where it's like, if you're dating, and yeah, you tell stories about the person you're dating, like, and whatever, but like, you're in that weird, like, oh, I like this person, I don't want to like turn them off by talking to the fucking world about them. So, you know, so I'm just gonna have to not tell them right away.
That's like being a songwriter and you're dating somebody and you're writing a song.
Right.
If it's about you, it's about you. What do you want me to do?
Yeah, but...
You brought me to McDonald's on a fucking date. You weirdo.
And then it's also like, if you can be like, oh, it's not about you. And they're just going to think, oh, so you talking to all these guys? And it's like, yeah, probably. But
and if
like,
I am, what's your point?
I mean...
I don't know nothing to you.
But guys have egos. They can't...
I think everybody has egos.
Also, sorry, excuse me. I also got a text today from Too Busy.
Oh.
But we're going to move on in the podcast because I feel like we've been talking about my dating life too much. It wasn't anything. It was just like a...
How are you?
Like, hope your vacation was great. Happy belated birthday. I know I'm 3 weeks late. My calendar says 24th, but for some reason it didn't notify me. Hope you had a good time, and I hope things are good with you. Like, basically is what the whole text said.
So you're telling me your calendar said the 24th.
I know I'm 3 weeks. So hey, I hope you had a great vacation. Sorry I missed you before you left. I also wanted to wish you a happy belated birthday. I know I'm 3 weeks late, but for some reason I thought it was early September. Then the other day I realized my calendar hadn't notified me and I saw that it was on August 24th. So sorry about that. I hope you had a good time with that and with being away and that things are all right. Okay. Are going all right with you.
Okay.
And that's it.
So that makes sense. You have it in your calendar, but you just don't know the actual day. So you didn't get notified, so you didn't realize. But one day you open your calendar and you're like, what the hell? Oh, shit, I missed it. Okay, that makes sense.
Early September? He's literally always called me in August. I guess that's what happens when you're not the priority anymore.
That was a good one.
But yeah, I didn't respond yet. But I'll just be like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Yeah, why?
Enjoy your wedding.
I'm looking out for my invite. Let me know if you want me to send you my address, my mailing address.
So I don't know if you heard that Kanye said something about a porn addiction.
No.
Okay, so Kanye quoted and said, I have an addiction to porn and it destroyed my family.
Okay.
Now, everyone.
According to him, everything destroyed his family except for him and his.
But everybody's running with it without the full explanation of what that sentence means.
Yo, when I choked earlier, that actually fucked me up.
I can tell because you can't stop.
I can't stop coughing.
Would you like some water?
No, I'm okay. Go ahead.
So looking more into it, because what, Kanye, you're addicted to porn? In a sense, he likes porn, yes. When he says it, and it destroyed my family, people are taking it like, oh, that's why you and Kim broke up, or that's no.
I wouldn't take that. How does he mean it?
He means it in the terms of porn is the reason Kim is who she is, or not fully, but you know, the Ray J thing, the issues that are going on there, because his son saw the video. That's porn. And that's creating ruffles in the family. So he just means like porn in general is ruining.
Is an issue.
Yes. And because of certain things that are being said about, you know, the grandmother's involvement in.
Sorry, that's so weird.
In certain
you call
things.
her the grandmother. I mean, she is, but like.
He feels like.
Put some respect on Kris Jenner's name.
Hey, I don't know if I can. He feels like you as a grandmother are okay with your kids doing these things, but these are now my kids. And if you're okay with your kids, you're not going to try and put my kids in the light of porn and it being okay, because as a father, as a black father, that's not what I want for my mixed children, because they're already on the borderline of, you know, are you accepted here or are you accepted there? And
I think the world will see them as black children.
That's what I believe too. But in his head, that means the white side of you is going to make you feel bad. And I read the whole article.
Here's the thing. It's like with mixed children, I mean, the world sees them as whatever the darker color is, whether it's black and white or Hispanic or whatever
you look more of,
Indian and white, whatever it is, right? They like look at Liza Koshy.
I don't know what that is.
Oh my god, YouTuber. She literally calls herself Little Brown Girl, but like her mom is white and her dad is Indian.
Okay.
But it's like the world doesn't, like, secondary. They think about it, and of course, like I think both sides of your heritage are important for who you are, but you also have to recognize how the world looks at you. You know what I mean? Like, I have a best friend who's mixed, but like the world looks at her black. That doesn't make her any less white. I mean, I might be wrong. I think her mom is like Irish, but it's like that doesn't make her any less of whatever her mom is. But like you have to understand how the world perceives you.
I have a cousin who is mixed. Dad is Jamaican, mom is Italian. If you look at them, you're like, they're white. If they said their dad is Jamaican, you would laugh, because you're like, there's no way you have any form of black.
Like, look at Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
She's very, very light skinned, but people look at her as a black woman.
Huh? You look at her as a black woman?
Everyone does.
No fucking way. I need some form. No. I need more backup, because I never in my life.
Yeah.
If you're like, does she sing like a black woman? I would say yes. But if you're like, oh, would you look at her as more black or white? I'd be like, white.
I'm pretty sure the world looks at Mariah Carey as a black woman.
No fucking way.
Yeah. When you're comparing like black, like musical divas, she's always listed in that. Yeah. I've never.
Well, I know she's listed in that, but I figured it was just because, like, okay, you're trying to big up the black part. But looking at Mariah Carey, I would not be like, black woman. This is new to me. That's actually crazy. Yeah, and with this whole like Kanye thing, now 150 years later, we are now back with this Ray J and Kim thing, and now Ray J is upset because his name is now being brought up as a villain,
dragged through the mud.
No, he's not even through the mud, just sitting there. You're not like they pulled you in and left you there and stood on you so you can't get up.
Like what's it called? Quicksand?
Exactly. And finally, I guess after all these years, he spoke up and told his truth. That makes sense. His truth. Yes. What he believes is the truth. And that's because nobody knows the truth. That all of this, the sex tape with him and Kim, There are multiple sex tapes. That it was all a ploy and organized by Kim's mom,
Kris Jenner. Do you not know her name?
I'm not gonna call her name. I don't know her. Like I don't know her from nobody.
You're calling all these other people by their name?
Who? I know them. I listen to them.
You listen to Kim?
Yeah, Kim has a rap. I heard it.
It's not a rap. It's a song.
Oh. Oh, she tried to ting. But yeah, I know Kris Jenner's name. Why am I gonna call you by your name? Who are you? Nobody. You're Kim's mom.
I mean, she's the momager.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's so disgusting. Momager?
Yeah, that's actually a thing. When your mom is your manager, you see that a lot with like young children in show business,
Kanye's
Disney Channel
mom
kids.
was his manager.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, before she passed away, she was his manager.
The whole time?
Most of it, like 98% of it.
Interesting.
But
yeah, she's like the momager of all momagers.
For whoring
like
out
a
your
little
children.
bit of like a stage mom. That's why they made the joke about there was one there's that meme where she's holding like the video camera from like one of their old episodes of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and like I don't know what Kim was doing, but she's just like, "You're doing amazing, sweetie," and like, you know, and like that's why they make the comparison to her. They compare Kris Jenner to the mom from Mean Girls. Remember the Regina's mom, and she's just like, "I'm not a regular mom, I'm a cool mom." Yeah, and like even in Ariana Grande's music video for "Thank You Next," they had Kris Jenner in the audience. Remember when the mom was doing the jingle bell, like doing the dance in the audience? They have Kris Jenner doing it and recording, going, "You're doing amazing, sweetie." That's the joke. They're just like, she's, you know, trying to be that mom.
That's cute.
But I mean, at the end of the day, it's always successful. So I mean,
I don't know if me and you are friends, Joe.
Look at their family.
No. I'm not talking about the successful part.
Okay, what?
I'm just saying, if me and you are friends, and you're telling me your mom is...
You're telling me you wouldn't let me release a calculated sex tape? But it could launch my career.
No, I don't approve of that with you and your mom. Even your mom watching you have sex is fucking crazy.
So weird.
Your mom watched you put a dick in your mouth.
And
Ew.
other places.
Ew. Hey. Your mom heard you moaning.
I guess you came from your mom, so...
No, that doesn't make it okay.
Yeah.
There's
my mom
lines.
should never see my boyfriend's dick either.
You see what I'm saying? Exactly. And that's what I find the problem is, that they don't see the problem in that. And I can understand why Kanye is like,
families are very close, but this is very like Jerry Springer Maury for me, and
it's very like go to jail for me.
Well, it's not jail, but it's
go to
like,
jail because you're the parent you are. You need to go.
It's like shame, like, you know. I don't know if you watch Game of Thrones, but when they shamed Cersei and they like, did you ever see the clips? No. They had her walk through the streets ringing bells, going shame, shame.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I can understand Kanye's frustration. And now that maybe he didn't know certain things, and now certain things are coming to light. I know on Saturday that just passed, Ray J was on Instagram Live, and he was just
I didn't see it, but I heard a lot.
He had a lot of receipts and everything, and even like the fact that I think Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they had the episode where Kanye went to go get the tape.
Something like that, yeah.
And they were crying, and the mom was like, "Oh, thank you so much, Kanye," whatever, all that. And he was just like, okay.
Because Ray J spoke out about that at that point too, and was like, "What the hell are you talking about?" Or something. I don't remember what he said, but like, I don't know. I haven't really been
because to him, like, I'm not holding anything hostage. Like, I don't care.
But they're just trying to paint this picture
exactly
at his expense,
and he brought that up as well.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Well, if anything, it makes you look good because you just gave it up with no hassle or no." And he's like, "That's not the point.
That doesn't make him look good."
Thank
the fact
you.
that this man had to fly across the country to retrieve a tape
and then come bring
that
it back.
I've been holding on for years to wait for my moment. Yeah, no, that doesn't make it look good.
Yeah. So, as Kanye, from a father's perspective, like, I don't want my kids around that. But where I'm at, I can't do nothing about it now because everyone thinks I'm fucking crazy for bringing up my views and my point. But in this, I don't see him wrong. Ray J, guilty or not guilty, the Kardashians need to go forever.
Need to go.
Yeah, that's the only way I can sum this up. They need to go forever.
forever
and ever. Amen.
But they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And when they do kind of drift off, they have a whole other generation
to come. Yeah.
And so that family will be around for a very, very long time.
And that's the problem, that people will continue to watch and support this.
Isn't that crazy? Like in the future, we're going to hear about like Northwest with
I almost said North Face.
with Culture.
Ew.
Which is Cardi B's daughter.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Showed up at Blue Ivy's party, but she didn't want them in there because she thought they were too ratchet, so she came. Like, I don't know.
That's
like
disgusting.
That's gonna be the fucking news. Like,
that's nasty.
These children.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
No, it's disgusting.
You know who I love? Tiana Taylor's daughter, Junie.
Nope.
She's just like her mother. Like, she's so talented.
The only kids that I love with all my heart are Lil Wayne's kids, because you hear not a damn thing about them.
I thought you were going to say are your own. I thought you were going to say the only kids I love with all my heart are my own.
Don't be ridiculous. With all my heart.
Des, no. His oldest daughter is like dating someone new, and that's all.
Yeah, she's beautiful. She's beautiful.
Yeah, but like you say, you never hear anything. You hear stuff about her all the time.
Well, only her, technically.
I follow the Shade Room. I know these things. I wouldn't know anything about her if it wasn't for them.
Yeah.
But like
all his other kids are like silent as a rock, and I love it.
True. Silent as a rock. Never heard that one.
Never?
Isn't it quiet as a mouse?
No, mice aren't quiet.
They are when they're trying to sneak. Okay, maybe a squeak or two, not. All right, interesting. Let's do question of the day.
Yes.
What do you think? What are you still trying to prove to yourself? I'm going to go first because I already touched on it, and I don't think it's like anything new. Like I said, it's part of the reason why I'm still single. Like, I'm really just trying to focus on myself and meet my certain goals. I gave myself a deadline to the end of this year, and I'm just trying to prove to myself that I can do everything that I set my mind to, my mind and my heart.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's it. Literally everything. I'm trying to prove everything. I feel like with life, I don't know. I was talking to my mom the other day, and I was telling her how like I really want to like learn how to dirt bike. And she's just like, you just want to do everything, don't you? And I was like, yes.
Yes. What's wrong with that?
I'm like, because like literally it's one fucking life that you have. Mm-hmm. I was telling her like before breaking my ankle, I was like, I don't care if I fall. Now I'm like, I still want to do it, but I'm like, but I'm like, I have to get over that because again, it's still life, you know? Exactly. And I'm like, I don't need to go as crazy as I normally would have before breaking anything. But I still, I want to do everything. I feel like anything that you want to do in life, you gotta try for at least.
At least try.
Yeah, because it's like you literally only have one shot at this whole like life thing, and you can talk about like reincarnation and blah blah blah, but at the end of the day,
it's a different life.
Right. So yeah, I'm trying to prove to myself that I can do literally everything I want. That's everything. Yeah.
That makes sense. Mm-hmm. I'm not trying to prove nothing to my damn self. I'm not, because I feel like where I am, and I was telling somebody this the other day, I know myself very well. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. I know what I'll try. I know what I won't try. And there's no like wavering. So like when I say like I don't want to travel, I don't want to, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't. I just don't want to because I'd rather be at home. Mm-hmm. But if you're like, oh, Des, eat this. No, I'm not going to eat it.
But I feel like, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like lately you've been proving not just to yourself, but to other people that like, I guess mostly to yourself, but like...
No, to other people.
I feel like you've been actively trying to... I'm trying to think of the word. I want to say go against the grain, but that's like, you are the grain, so...
That's what I'm saying. That's like, what I'm trying to prove.
You're trying to break out of certain limitations that you put on yourself, and it's not because you're like, I can't. It's because I don't want to.
Yeah.
But I think you're trying to be a little more open-minded with certain things. Not just with like traveling and stuff, like with doing things and planning things and even the way you communicate and the type of person you're trying to be. Like you're changing that, not because you're not cognizant of like who you are or what you've done or blah, blah, blah. But you're just like, yeah, I could be better. Like I'm fine with who I am and I'm happy and I'm comfortable and I know myself. But like I could be a better person. I could travel for my friend Joe just because I know and make, like, you know what I mean? Like you're just trying.
Yeah.
So I feel like you kind of are.
See, but I'm not doing it for myself. Like, I know I'm capable of these things, but in my brain, when I process everything that I can do, I don't do it because I know this is the best outcome.
Okay, gotcha.
But
so
now,
that's more so you trying to prove to other people.
Yeah, that okay, like
you think you traveling for the Turks trip was you proving something to me?
No, to other people. Because when I mentioned it, they're like, "Oh, does she not know you? You're not going." I'm like, first of all, how are you going to decide what I'm going to do?
Because
I already told her I was going.
To say you're not coming.
I know.
Right? Yeah.
There's a lot of things that people are like, you're not gonna do.
But
this.
like, what I'm saying is, I would not have been upset either way because I know you.
And like for me, it's.
I feel like now you set the bar high. If you say no to me now I'm gonna be like, come on, man.
Now for
Kevin
me,
wants
it's
us
like
to travel together.
People, I feel like you're challenging me when you're speaking for me. So even if I wasn't going to.
Like when someone speaks for you and says that you're a nun and a virgin and you don't like
sex, so now I feel like I'm going to have to skin out my hole and let you know.
Oh, gotcha. Hit me up at Jonel Wilson on Instagram.
Use Instagram because I don't.
Oh, or like Snapchat.
There you go. Oh, Snapchat.
Don't snap me.
Yeah. So for me, it's more so proving things to other people. The one thing I guess I'm proving to myself is, and I don't even think I'm proving it to myself because I know I can, is I feel like I can be the most amazing boyfriend ever. And the reason why I say that sounds crazy. The reason why I say that is because of everything I've been through and the people I've talked to and the adjustments I've made. Life is really understanding. And every day is a different day. So just because somebody loves you today, that doesn't mean they'll love you tomorrow. Tomorrow, you need to give them reason to love you. The next day, you need to give them reason to love you. Mm-hmm. And that's just how life works. So I feel like having that understanding. So
why do you feel like you're not proving it to yourself?
No, this is the one that I said maybe this is the one thing. That I'm like, I will be the perfect boyfriend.
Gotcha.
Like, I want to be the person that like, when me and my wife go somewhere, we don't even have to talk and we're on the same page. Like nothing. If we go to a function where there's food and stuff, she doesn't even have to ask, babe, do you want anything? Or I don't even have to ask. I'll get her plate. If she's not hungry, a simple, like and they do in the white movies where they simply just tap the guy and he knows it's a no, like just sit down.
But I feel like I get what you're saying. I feel like most good partnerships should be that.
Yes.
They don't have to be, but you should at least have moments where
that will be every moment.
Your partner's needs. Yeah, but you can be annoying sometimes.
One of the best. I
say that because like when I try to say something and you try to predict what I'm gonna say, and I'm like, Des, let me fucking say it.
Today I got into it with my girlfriend, and she cussed. She was like, "Fine, fuck, since you know everything, fuck, forget it." Da-da-da-da. Yeah. And I just laid there and I didn't say a word.
Yeah, but I'm just like, Des, shut up. Let me, because I'm like, oh, so the da-da-da.
You guys take so long to talk.
No.
You guys take so long.
No, fuck off.
And like, we only have 24 hours in a day. Come on. Wow. Come on, let's get to it.
Wow, Mr. Perfect Boyfriend.
Oh my God.
She's listening to this.
And like, one of the best moments, and like I not bragged about it, but like I remember I was telling like a lot of my friends like, oh my God, it felt so good. Me and one of my exes, we lived together and we had gotten into an argument. We weren't speaking. We got home and I guess when women are upset, they clean or something. I don't fucking know.
I think it depends on the person.
Okay.
I don't think it's a woman thing.
Okay. Well, she was upset and then she just went in the kitchen and started washing the dishes. Now, most men, you go into your corner and you're like, fuck it. Put my headphones on and go about my business, play some 2K, whatever. And,
I just said, okay, I don't know what most men would do. So.
And then I got up and I started to clean the living room. We cleaned, when I say the whole entire house, bathroom, bedroom, everything, and never said a word to each other. We weren't in each other's space. Like, if I was folding something, she would just kind of like come over and place stuff on the bed. And it wasn't like like you fold it your damn self. Like, it was fine. If there were dishes, she was doing the dishes. I went in the room. There was like a cup here. I went, put it over there. Maybe she kissed her teeth. Maybe she rolled her eyes. I don't fucking know. Mm. But just the feeling of doing it without saying a word, it felt so good. And I was telling all my friends, I'm like, yeah, we were fucking mad at each other, but we still got shit done. Like, I like shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, oh God.
I don't know why I'm dying.
So yeah, I think I have the potential to be one of the perfect husbands, and that is what I will prove to myself if I have to answer the question.
Okay.
Notice I said husband, not boyfriend. See what I did there? Because the perfect boyfriend will be the perfect husband.
Depends on the person. Some women are like, I don't want to get married and share my finances with this.
The son of a bitch.
Yeah. But I mean, okay. Interesting. All right. Well, that brings us to the end of our episode. I don't know if I wrapped up the whole question thing. But again, if you have this car outside that's honking.
Has it been going off all day?
No.
It's not honk. That's a car alarm.
Yeah. So turn it off. It just started. Like the person just had to have walked away.
Oh.
Right?
Hopefully.
Anyways, can you imagine all day? Have you heard it all day?
No.
Exactly.
Could you imagine it's the car I drove?
Was it?
No, I didn't press anything. I swear to God.
Oh, the car you what?
Drove. Vroom, vroom from the back.
How are your eyes?
They're good. I can see you.
You get the contacts?
Oh, Joe, come on. I have plenty of contacts in my phone. What were you saying about...
Do you have any contacts in your eyes?
I'm looking at you right now.
Do you have any contacts in your eyes?
I'm looking at you.
I have to read something. I saved it because I thought of you, but I was like, no, like, I didn't feel like it was, like, right to read it. Just didn't, like, whatever, but... You're doing it.
What am I doing?
Deswayne is the king of answering without answering. This is a Twitter exchange. This girl tweeted, guys don't want to admit that they're taken or seeing someone, but promoting a random girl's lash or nail business on their socials. Okay, then. So a guy tweeted back, so what? She said, so just admit that's your girl.
But that's not my girl.
He said, it's not. She said, then who is she to you? He said, a business owner. She said, you never get your lashes done. Why do you need to promote her for? He said, what? I can't support up-and-coming black women's businesses?
Fact.
She said, who is she to you? He said, an admirable entrepreneur.
Yep.
I feel like you're gaslighting me. She says, why are you avoiding my questions? He said, I answered.
I'm answering them.
She's an admirable entrepreneur trying to keep her head above water in this cost of living crisis. She says, how do you know her? Hello? This is all caps, both of them. He says, through business.
Like, what are you asking me?
She says, have you slept with her before? Or he says, define slept. We all sleep.
He's not wrong.
No, fuck off. Fuck you for that. She says, have you and said girl ever had intercourse where you now need to show support? Or he says, of course we've had intercourse, but he sends a Google definition of intercourse. And it says, communication or dealings between individuals or groups.
Period.
And he says, of course we've had intercourse. She says, sexual, with a bunch of exclamation marks and question marks. He said, if that's what you wanted to know, why didn't you ask that first?
He's not wrong.
No, fuck off. Stop. No, I'm not done reading. I'm not done reading.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
She said, so now answer. He said, can you reword the question? She said, are you being supportive because you've had a sexual experience with her? I'm waiting.
No.
He says, no, I'm being supportive because I support black women, not because of sex. She says, because of the sex you both shared together?
No.
He says, no, because how will she pay her bills if her business doesn't thrive?
Duh.
She says, do you have feelings for her?
No.
He says, strength and guidance. That's all I'm wishing for my friends. He's now quoting Drake.
Yeah, like.
Oh, God. She says, she's more than a friend, just be honest. He says, she's a super friend. She just said LOL and stopped. And here's the thing. When you know what someone means.
Nope.
No, Des.
No.
How about this? That's what you need to try to prove to yourself. You can just answer questions directly.
The problem is.
No, you're the problem.
The problem is.
You and men like you are the problem.
No, this is what I would tell you.
No,
because you guys don't want to admit it.
I'm genuinely not interested
in entertaining
this conversation.
You guys don't want to admit it.
Ridiculous.
No. If you want a question answered, ask what you want to ask.
She was trying to.
She was trying. Don't try. Ask what you want to ask.
But
when you go to your friend,
he found every possible avenue.
When you go to your friend, you're like, I know he fucked this bitch. First of all.
Okay, how about this? Let's do an example.
Okay, go ahead.
I want you to answer.
Like I would actually answer.
Like in a Deswayne way.
Okay, no problem, because I would do that.
Pretend I'm not me, though. Pretend I'm like a girl that you once spoke to and I'm trying to think.
Go ahead.
Oh, so do you have a girlfriend?
No. I don't have a girlfriend.
So who's that girl you were talking about on the podcast?
That's my friend.
Yeah, your friend who you're dating?
A friend who is a girl. So if you want to classify that as girlfriend, you can, but she's a friend.
But you already fucked up, Des. Because you literally called her your girlfriend.
Yeah, but I didn't know you were talking about the podcast.
But I'm
you just said, I thought we were painting a new scenario.
Okay, fine. A new scenario?
Okay, we can go with a podcast.
No. Let's do a new one.
I thought it was actually a new scenario.
Okay, we're not going off podcast. Like we're
yes.
This is completely made
fresh.
Up now.
Got it.
Okay. Are you dating that girl that I saw on your Instagram story?
What girl did you see on my Instagram story?
Fuck off. There was only one girl in your story in the last month. The only girl that you've snapped with. It was less than 24 hours ago. The girl had black hair. She's wearing a red top, and she kissed you on the cheek. Less than 24 hours.
What about
ago.
her?
I asked you if you're dating her.
Am I dating her?
Yes.
It depends. What do you consider dating?
Either going on dates or in a relationship, whatever you want to classify. Do you have a romantic interest in her?
Not to my belief, no.
Not to. What do you mean not to your belief?
Everyone views things differently. Would you say we're dating? I wouldn't say we're dating.
What would you say?
I would say no.
So you have no romantic interest in her?
No, I'm not a romantic guy in the first place, so that's a weird question.
Do you have sexual interest in her?
I have sexual interest in people I've never seen in my life.
Have you had sex with this girl, or are you trying to have sex with this girl?
I don't try to have sex with people.
That's a lie. Have you had sex with her?
Have I had sex with her?
Yes.
What do you mean by sex?
I mean, head, regular vaginal penetration, anal, hand job, anything.
Well, if you're talking about that,
have you kissed her with tongue?
I've done that with a lot of people.
But have you done it with this particular person?
I don't remember.
Now you're just lying, though.
I'm not lying. I don't remember. I mean, there's times that I've heard oh yeah, you and this girl did that last night, and I don't remember that. So I can't tell you things I don't remember. Why don't you
remember these things?
I've known her for how long? We've been to how many parties? I've been drunk how many times? I don't remember. I don't remember everything. Sorry.
So are you single?
Am I single?
Yeah.
I'm by myself, aren't I?
Are you in a relationship with anyone?
If I was in a relationship with somebody, would me and you be having this conversation?
Yes, because I'm trying to figure out.
No, because if I had somebody, then me and you would not be having this conversation.
So if I message this girl, she's gonna tell me that
I don't know what she's gonna tell you. I'm not her.
Okay, let me ask you this.
Go for it.
Does she think that you guys
I don't know what she thinks.
Would she classify what you guys are as a relationship or dating?
Of course we're friends. It's a relationship. Are me and you not in a relationship? No?
No.
So then why are you on my phone? That doesn't make any sense. Your mom and you are in a relationship. Everybody you speak to, that's a relationship.
Okay, let me rephrase. Are you guys in a romantic relationship?
I already told you I'm not a romantic guy. Why do you keep asking me that?
Oh my God. Sexual relationship?
First of all.
Emotionally attached relationship?
Of course, I'm emotionally attached to all my friends.
That's a lie.
If they call me at 2, I'm going to answer at 2.
Reluctantly.
But I'm going to answer.
I'm getting so mad.
Is
this what you do to people?
I'm not doing anything. I'm answering the questions you're asking.
That's the point. You're not doing anything. But you're doing everything. Des.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let's switch. Can I try? You think I can do it? I think I can do it a couple times and I'm going to lose it. This is just like a made-up scenario? Okay.
Hey, how are you?
Look at us doing improv.
How are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
I'm good. How was your day yesterday?
It was a day.
What'd you do?
Same as I do every day.
Nothing?
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Oh, I see you went to the mall yesterday.
Did I? Maybe. I can't remember the days.
Yeah, you were wearing that orange shirt with the red writing in the front. I saw you with this guy. He was 6'2", so he was tall as fuck though.
Oh, okay.
Why were you in the mall?
I don't know. Probably had to get something. Like I said, I don't remember. Was I in the mall yesterday?
See, that I don't remember. I in the mall?
You straight up did vague shit
No,
too.
but see, what I did was when I said I don't remember, I added alcohol influence reason. You're just I don't remember if I was in the mall yesterday.
I don't remember. I have a concussion.
No, okay.
Okay. Backtrack. Let's go. I can do it.
Okay.
So you said vague, but you have to give a reason for being vague?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fine. Go.
Yesterday, were you at the mall yesterday? I saw you at the mall.
Yesterday. I might have been, yeah.
Okay. You were with this guy. He was like 6'2", 6'3". Like, who's that guy?
I don't know. There were lots of guys in the mall.
See, that was good. That was good.
I know. I felt good about that.
That was good.
I felt really good about that.
I don't know. I
felt like Des. I was
I'm
like,
pretty
ooh.
sure you guys were holding hands and like, I don't know, you were smiling hard.
I smile at everybody.
There you go. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, but you guys were holding hands.
Fuck. Wait. I'm a beginner, so I can take a second.
Go ahead.
I mean, I did break my ankle, so sometimes I need a little support.
No.
Why?
What you should say is me, and you know I don't even like to touch people.
Yeah, but like you said you saw it.
I think I saw it.
That's fucking gaslighting.
You
when
can call
someone
it what you
sees
want.
something and you're like...
I didn't say I saw. I said I think I saw you holding hands. You have to listen to what I'm saying and use what I'm saying against what I'm saying.
This is devious.
It's not devious.
It's devious.
If you have a question, ask your question properly. If not, you're not going to get a proper answer.
Okay, but I think I did okay. I'm not a master.
No. You did okay the second time.
You know why? I'm like... Here's the thing. I'm not proud to admit it, and I'm nowhere near Dez's level, but I've had to do the kind of not like that, but like the kind of like avoiding.
Mm-hmm. How was that?
You know, sometimes
Joke.
You gotta.
Let's
just
pause it here,
okay.
and we'll save this for next week.
Oh God, I'm scared. Okay, all right, sounds good. Yeah, if you want to write in, it's thissquareroom.com. Our socials are at This Square Room on Instagram, Twitter, you know, the whole drill. And please tell a friend about the podcast, and we will see you next Tuesday.